And the home of the brave. All right, let's rock. We are live. The Sunday night Betcast for better or worse. Football is like life itself. Time goes by fast, just like the seasons. I've said it before. If my life was a football game, we're in the third quarter and I'm down by 21 points, but I'm moving the ball right now. But we take the good with the bad in life, and we take the good with the bad on the Sunday night Betcast as well. I said it before, and I say it again. Me and Big Man on Campus deserve big bonuses for this, because this could be motherfucking torture. But if we cast some winners, then hey, it's all good. Big Man on Campus, what's going on?
Yeah, I agree with you. We definitely deserve some sort of extra pay here for this, because this could be bad. But we'll hope, we'll knock on wood that it's a fun night tonight. We might get our first game, Gabe, where it's actually competitive and fun. The first three have been poor, but we'll root it in tonight as we do every week.
Well, let me ask you: Are we just so special, or are we the only ones stupid enough to agree to do this Betcast on Sunday nights?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I think we are probably two of the people at SBR that don't have much of a life. I know you're not married. I'm not married. I don't have a woman busting my balls. Get in here and So yeah, I mean, we love being on the air. So I think we're the perfect people for this. But again, I'm not going to lie and say that I wouldn't have better things to do than watch this tonight. But I love being on the air, so I'm here.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. If I wasn't on the air with you right now, I would be watching this game. The only difference is I would probably fall asleep during the game. And I'll try not to fall asleep here, although I will be honest, I've been on the air since 10 a.m. and I was on the air until 2 a.m. Last night. It's it's been a relentless weekend, to say the least. But it was a good day. That's all that counts. You know what? On the closing line this morning, we gave you 3 early bets. We went 2-1. We gave you a bunch of props. We hit them all except for the Joe Mixon prop. We've been killing this long field goal stuff. And for the record, we got a little piece of the long field goal over 45.5 here, although I don't like it as much as I did in some of the earlier games. We got some wind blowing out here in the Pacific Northwest, and they have officially kicked off the game here. We're off and running, Big Man.
That's good.
All right.
Not a good return.
I didn't think I'd have to bust out the machine gun so early here tonight, but just to set the tempo, Big Man, just to set the tempo that I see somebody saying, "Show us your tits." I'm not in the mood, and I swear to God, if anyone could invent a fucking tool which I could fucking zap people from here, please fucking do it. I'll pay anything.
Like tase someone from here. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Listen, what kind of guy comes in here and says, "Show us your tits"? I get that if you say that at a strip club or you're saying that in a porn star's fucking chat room, but what the fuck's wrong with you? Why do you want to see me or Big Man on Campus's tits, fuckhead? Get the fuck out of here. You're gone!
Already. Hey, listen. Hey, if that user sends me $50, I'll show him whatever.
Yeah, well, exactly. Send us some fucking money and maybe we'll show you our tits, fuck. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. Get out of here.
Send me some Scott-O and I'll be on board.
Yeah, a lot of nerve. Show us your tits, fuck. That's good. That's good. That's like the losers in the fucking these chicks sports too. You got to pay. That's in the VIP room to see your fucking tits, asshole.
I'm not sure I'd ever say that to a woman unless she's laying on my bed and she asked me to say that. Don't say that to a woman. It's not good. Women are queens, Gabe. I shouldn't say that to a woman. We got to be old-fashioned here, Gabe. We're men of honor here. We're gentlemen.
Well, I set the table. I had somebody on Twitter that got booted out last week asked me if the ban is permanent. When you get blocked, I said, I don't think so. I said, I don't think the ban's permanent, but I said, I got zero tolerance. We got zero tolerance.
Right. Yeah, the ban I don't believe is permanent. I guess if you talk to the right people, you can get unbanned. But I actually do believe some people have done that in here, but yeah, that's not a good way to start, Mark. I think that was Mark. I do. I've seen him in here before, and he does say that a lot. I've seen that a lot. But Jacoby Brissett has not seen a lot so far. He was just pretty much sacked. And I got to tell you, who is number 90 for the Brissett's injured? Is that Brissett?
No, it looks like it's the center. Looks like it's the center, which is always devastating.
That center got absolutely crushed. Did you see that?
Yeah. So, I'm glad it's not Brissett because I got a prop Brissett over 17.5 completions. So now, for the record,
yeah, you definitely
I've got one headset on here. I've got one headset, 1 year.
Yeah, I saw you broke it earlier. I saw that.
I broke it. I literally broke it during. We were on live today with Donnie Rightside during the Bills game, and an instant reaction. I fucking took them off and threw them, hit the computer, and only one of them works right now. And you know what's crazy? I got mad for nothing. It was actually a touchdown. I thought they would. I thought they were going to overturn it and screw us. Maybe I should wait before I throw things.
Yeah, I saw that actually live when you did that. That was funny. It wasn't funny for headphones, but it ended up being a touchdown. That's correct.
Yeah. So, all right, the game is off and running, and I got to be honest, big man. I was hoping we would sort of have I was hoping we'd have a quick game here. We're off and running. It'd be one of these games, but no. Of course, it's gonna be a 10-minute fucking delay out of the break. What do you figure? It's a 5-hour game tonight.
Yeah, I was actually hoping. I thought we'll be here till about 12:30. I was thinking I probably won't have. I was going to leave here around 1 o'clock, but I don't know that that'll be possible. We're definitely going to be on late here. This game is slow already.
Yeah, I know. Here we are. Here we are already. Here we are already struggling.
To the surprise of no one, it's slow already.
All right, so listen, I heard you and Donnie, and it's like a new weekly thing. You guys are talking, and I always disagree at the end of the show, so I come on, we'll continue the conversations. I stand by it. The Tony Romo is good. Although I will say this about Tony Romo, and I tweeted out tonight. I said about Romo, I said, if motherfucking Romo was as right, if Romo was as right in the booth as he is all the fucking time when he was a player, he'd be a 4-time Super Bowl champ. Motherfucker, do this, do that. You got to do this. Call the timeout here. You'd think he was fucking Peyton Manning out there and he was a perfect quarterback.
Yeah, you could definitely sense he still wants to play. I mean, by the way he's talking about. Listen, he is smart. I mean, he's a good person to have in the booth, but he needs to get a little bit more green around the gills, and he will. I mean, he's only like 5 games in, but I more or less, Gabe, wanted to talk to you about. Are you finally starting to buy into the fact that these London games suck? I mean, you have to get to that point, no? I mean, you have to see it.
I can't. Yeah, it's.
I mean,
listen, maybe it's the time of the day they're playing them in, but there's a correlation here. Most of the games that go there are fucking shit. One team gets killed, one team's not prepared. We've seen a common pattern here with this, without a doubt.
Well, I said it earlier. I mean, 4 of the 6 Premier League teams that played today scored more than Miami. Who played today? Yeah, Miami.
So what's the deal, though? So NFL, an NFL team is supposed to be that fragile that you put them on a plane for 7 hours and they just fucking fall apart? NFL players are that big of pussies that you put them on a plane and fly them 7 hours instead of 4 or 5 hours, and oh my God, the sky is fucking falling. You know,
but I've said it before.
The Miami Dolphins were shit last week, too, in New York City, right? They weren't much better in New York City than they were in London. Maybe the Dolphins are just shit.
Right. I mean, that's surely possible. But again, I mean, it is a new country. It's a different country. It's 5 hours ahead. It's totally different than the United States as far as the customs, pretty much everything. But again, it's not an excuse. They should play better, but
London's pretty Americanized, though, big man. It's not like they're going to fucking Zimbabwe.
But, Gabe, again, I need to point this out. It's important. Today you had 3 soccer games on, and I want to ask you this question because Donnie Wright didn't give me an answer. If you polled 10 British people right now What did you watch today? Did you watch Liverpool and Newcastle, or did you watch?
Yeah, that's not the point, though. That's not the point. They had 80,000 people in the stadium. They got millions of people watching on TV. You know, it doesn't matter how many people you poll on the street. People on the street are fucking stupid. If you walk down the street right now and you ask people on the fucking street to name 5 Philadelphia Eagle players, they'd be challenged to do it.
But isn't that what you're trying to do, though? Is grow the game? I don't, But I'm just saying that the level.
We've already been through this debate, but it's obviously growing there, big man. They're selling fucking games out every week. They're not going back there for nothing all the time, are they?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch a minute of it, so I can't comment on the crowd of it. But, yeah, I mean, overall, it's not something that I would continue.
But you seem to be stating or insinuating that somehow the Dolphins suck because it was in London instead of the Dolphins just sucking. Look, the Baltimore Ravens sucked last week, and they suck this week.
Right. No, I didn't think it's bad teams over there. I think if you put the Chiefs and Eagles over there, it would be a better game. I'm not going to debate you on that. I mean, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you take a shitty fucking team and you put them in the fucking desert of fucking Egypt, or you put them in Edmonton, Canada, or you put them in fucking Pittsburgh, if they're a shitty team, they're a shitty team.
Yeah, but again, I'll say this. I don't think that most of these teams want to go there. That's kind of the. But who knows? I don't know what the thinking pattern is in the Dolphins locker room. But I don't watch it, so I guess I don't really have any reason to mind it. Whatever. I don't get up that early. 10 o'clock is my time, and I would prefer to watch soccer over NFL personally. So I watch that.
Well, there's your thing in a nutshell, right there. That soccer could be getting to the point where it's more entertaining than the NFL is. But that's
sure.
But yeah, that's another story. All right, but
Nathan Brooks is in here.
Yeah. Yeah, but who gives a shit? The players also don't want to stand for the national anthem. The players also want to hit chicks. You know what I mean? The players want to cheat on their wives. Like, sure. We're setting our example of what the players fucking want. If it was up to if it was up to the fucking players, they'd all fucking play every fucking game in Atlanta. Fuck.
They're definitely divas for sure. Nathan Brooks is in here. Nate, how did you feel on Friday night? That was a nice tail whipping, or not tail whipping, but it was a nice win for the.
Way to make the field. Way to take a shot at the guy for his Trojans losing.
No, he knows I love him. I'm just kidding around with him. No, I hate USC. No, but I'm just messing with him. It's all fun. Big play for the Seattle Seahawks. Big play.
I know, but
attack that defense.
I use this though. Okay, put it this way. They're paying. Let me look this up right now. I'm going to look this up. Talk about the game here, but I've told you before. If you walk down the street in America and you said name 3 EPL players, would they be able to do
it? No, probably not. Can you? Okay. Can you do it?
Yeah, I can. But the thing is,
all right. Let's hear 3. Go ahead.
They still have massive fucking ratings. NBC is paying hundreds of millions of dollars a year for soccer rights.
I don't think they had massive.
Fucking stop. Even though you could stop people on the street. So they're paying for the rights because someone's watching it. And it's the same thing. Like saying that no one in England knows about the NFL is like saying no one in the United States or Canada knows anything about the EPL.
I don't think they do. They don't. Not many do. It's a similar situation. If you
That's not true. You go to fucking Vegas, big man. They got fucking soccer on the big screens. The place is packed.
What I'm trying to towns you're mentioning, London and Las Vegas, are places. Go to Luton, England. No one in that town cares. And if you're trying to grow the game, which is what they're trying to do, I don't think their TV ratings saw any sort of spike today. And again, they're going to make money because it's the NFL. They're going to do that. I'm just saying from both countries' perspective, they don't care about soccer here. You have that 1 or 2 people like me that do in a group of 10, and you have in England and Scotland and Ireland, you have the 1 or 2 people that love the NFL. I think that's what I'm trying to say here.
Here's come on, give me a fucking price. How much? All right,
Sky
TV extended the deal 5 years. I'm trying to find how much they're paying for NFL rights in England.
I will say, I bet it's a waste of money though, because they're not. I bet all the 80,000 people that were at Wembley today. How many do you think lived in the United States at one point? I bet 50, probably.
50,000?
Oh, probably. I bet over half of them. Yeah,
that's insanity. If there was 85,000 people there, I would say maybe there's fucking 10,000 Americans.
No. I'd love to know that. That would be interesting. I think over half, surely.
Dude, they've been going there. You act like England. Sure. It drives me crazy. You're acting like England is they have no idea what's going on. Dude, gambling is legal in England. Okay?
I know.
Kids grow up gambling on corner shops. These fucking kids have bet on more NFL fucking games than a fucking asshole in Tennessee has. Fuck.
All right. Listen, you might be right. I don't live in England. I'm just saying what I think. I don't think most English people care about the NFL. But you might be right. I might be totally wrong on this. I'm just, we do videos I do videos every week with people who live in Europe, and none of them really ever mention the NFL or the NBA to me. So, I mean, I'm not saying they don't like it, but I'd love to know out of the 80,000 people that went today, how many were Americans.
All right,
but we'll see. It's the only time I've ever disagreed with you, and I think you and I normally disagree, agree on everything. But
I'm adamant on this one. Yeah, I'm adamant. Listen, the games have sucked. The games have sucked. I'm not disputing the games have sucked. Plus, we have time to kill during this game. This is more entertaining than the game is. But the games have sucked. I don't have a problem with that. And saying that, it's on too early. I would have the game start at noon like they used to, so you can, you're not forced to watch a shit fucking game. I'm not disputing that. I'm not stating the players are all happy to be motherfucking going there either. But what I am stating is that the NFL is popular in England, and it is all locals. It's not Americans there. You got a few Americans, but it's locals, dude. It's locals.
Yeah, listen. I mean, it would be interesting to research it and see how, statistically, how good they do. But I think overall, from what I've seen, and there are people that like Gabe. Here's the thing: I think it's perfectly fine spending $450 on sneakers. You might not. I mean, that's just. Luckily, we're in this country and we could disagree on things. I don't, but. I'm going to do some research to see if I can find some stuff on that, because it would be interesting to know how.
I know people. Please look this shit up. I know, Camber. Exactly. Yeah, SBR. Why don't you send me and Big Man to England so we can fucking do a show from there live next time? We'll figure it out.
I've been pushing for that for many years. I wish we could. I would love.
Seriously, you and I go to a fucking game and we'll go up to people. Where are you from? It'll be real simple.
Okay, this is a very low estimate. According to the American Community Survey, but this is in 2009, so that's not going to matter. 2009 is 8 years ago. So we're not even going to adhere to that.
All right, let me just see. I'm going to check out, let's go London newspaper. London newspapers. We've got a local feel for this, Big Man. Let's see what they're saying. All right, the Telegraph.
Go to the Sun. Go to the Mirror. Go to the Sun. Go to the Daily Mirror. Go to any of them.
I'm blocked by the Telegraph.
I'll get it up there.
Okay, we're going to the Sun. Nice and cheap, all right? You want to go to the sleazeball? Let's go to the sleazeball. So go to the Sun.
I mean, go right to the sport. I mean, do you see any American football in there? Because I don't. All I see is soccer. I haven't seen. There's no. Go to the Sun's website.
I'm scrolling. Yeah, here it is.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, here. It's there. It's there.
But look it up at the top.
Wow, look up at the top. What do you think? Fucking Newcastle played Liverpool. You think they're going to put fucking the Dolphins and the Saints ahead of Newcastle and Liverpool?
No, but last week.
I'm looking right now. All right, I'm looking right now on their sports cover. Top story. There's a fucking riot in Spain going on because there's some fucking referendum going on. I don't know shit about
it. Right, Catalan.
Yeah, okay. So, big story. Real Madrid fucking fans started rioting with the cops and whatever.
Well, they actually, and Barcelona held their game in a stadium. Right.
Yeah, that's a big story in England.
Okay, but go down to the actual
Liverpool. Newcastle, Liverpool's the second story.
Right, it was a tie, right.
Third story, Malaysia Grand Prix.
Sure. Okay. So
Fourth,
Malaysian Grand Prix is getting
Arsenal.
more love.
Well, the fucking Grand Prix is massive in Europe, dude.
I mean, I'm looking here.
I'm looking. Here it is, right here. Jay Ajayi leaves Wembley in tears after Dolphins are beaten by.
Gabe.
There it is. It's ahead of Everton.
You know why?
They have this NFL game ahead of Everton and Burnley.
Gabe, listen. Tears, though. Can I tell you?
Yep.
Because he met his boyhood hero, Thierry Henry, who was a legend for many years at Arsenal. That's why. Not because they didn't play well. He met Thierry Henry. That's why. And the reason he's in front of Burnley and Everton is because Everton is dreadful and their coach needs to be sacked. If he didn't meet Thierry Henry today, I don't think it. I don't, and it wasn't anywhere near the top. I mean, you had to go down pretty far. The Grand Prix in Malaysia was ahead of it, for God's sakes.
The Grand Prix is a big sport, dude. Next thing you're going to tell me, the Grand Prix is not big. You're going to tell me NASCAR is bigger than the Grand Prix next, Flag.
I'm not going to say no. I would not say that.
Come on, I thought you were a more worldly person than this for someone that likes soccer.
I'm a very worldly person. Very worldly. All I'm saying is I don't think they care much about the NFL in England.
I'm saying they do.
You might be right. And I'm going to – you know what?
We're going to have this argument every week. Are they playing London again next week?
You know what we'll do? You know what we can do, Gabe? When I do soccer coverage, I work with plenty of Brits. I'd love to have them on the show. Maybe they can tell us. Maybe they can give us a.
You know what? I got a fucking guy right now in fucking England that follows the NFL. I'm going to send him. He's Irish. He's Irish, actually. He's in Ireland.
But that wouldn't. Of course, they're going to agree with you because they love the NFL. We have to get a random person. Get Natalie Rodsham on.
Okay, so why don't? Well, you want to raise it up a notch? We can randomly call a Brit right now. I'll get my phone. We'll call a Brit.
Okay, that'd be fun.
Say, excuse me, ma'am.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get right to the point. Hey, lady, what do you think? Fuck. Hey, what did you think of the NFL game
today? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what do you think of the NFL game today, lady? What are you saying?
This is a great idea, except the only thing with this is it's fucking like 2 a.m. in England right now.
Right, it is. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea to do.
Yeah. We're going to wake some lady up. We're going to start an international incident. Let's call Julian Assange. Maybe Julian Assange knows in the embassy.
Is it? Mick Aussie's from Australia. Why did I get that confused? There has to be someone in here from England. Dale O'Four, are you in here? Dale O'Four? Dale O'Four's from England.
All right. Attention, I'm doing this on Twitter. Attention, all Brits. Did I like to be called Brits? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I don't know. They're very sensitive, right, in England. I'll tell you that much. Attention, all Brits.
But if they're up right now, they're probably either drunk or they're just, who's up right now?
How popular
Nothing happens good after 2.
Is the NFL in England? I'm going to hashtag England here. I don't know if these fuckers are going to notice this, but all right. Attention, all Brits. How popular is the NFL in England? And what was
don't call them wankers
of Americans in stadium today? UK, NFL need help. Need help in debate. What'd you say? Call them wankers?
No, don't do that.
They like to be called wankers, right? Attention, all wankers.
No. Okay, according to Sean Angle,
what's a wag?
A wife or girlfriend.
What's a wag, big man?
A wag?
Yeah, wag.
Like in America, what's a wag?
Yeah, no, in England, a wag.
A wag? I don't know. A wanker is like a jerk off idiot.
Yeah, no, I know wanker's like asshole and shit, whatever. Yeah, idiot. But no, come on, wag is settle down, Vito. No F words in here, fuck. I said wag, all right? You guys like really? Can you refrain? Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, very simple. You've been warned, Vito. You're all right, Vito, but you've been warned. No, No, the wags is like a hot trophy wife.
Yeah, a wag is a wife or girlfriend of an athlete, right?
Yeah, but what does it stand for? I don't know. What is it? Wife athlete? What does it mean?
Wife and girlfriend. It should be wild, wife or girlfriend.
Yeah, there's no L there.
Here's an interesting article. 2015, Sean Engel of The Guardian. It's an English newspaper.
Okay.
London's NFL love affair shows signs of growing, more substantial, interest. Okay, let me read this here. Let me see if I can find it. But this is London. I mean, that's what I can agree in London, maybe. But,
London's the only city in England.
Okay, Manchester,
London
Liverpool.
Is the only fuck those. Those are all little villages, fuck. The only city of significance. The only city of significance. That's flyover country, all right? That's no one gives a shit about the Hicks in Southampton, fuck. All right? What's going on in London?
Well, no. Come on. That's a beach in Southampton.
Like I care. They're fucking sheep out there, all right? No one cares about the farmers.
But what I'm saying is, that's the point I'm making here. Everyone in London, they could be from anywhere. Pakistan, America, Mexico. Who knows where they're from? I mean, it's like Miami. It's growing. It's transplants. You're going to have all sorts of different people there. I'm saying in the most of England doesn't care. The 80% of it doesn't care. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, 80% of America doesn't care about the NFL. Out of 350 million people, how many? Dude, out of 350 million people, how many people are watching this football game right now? 8 million? 10 million?
No, probably 30 or 40, maybe.
No, dude, 30 or 40. Come on.
I don't
That's
know.
Super Bowl numbers, fuck. 30 or 40.
Is it?
No, yeah, dude. Like the NBA Finals has like 8 million and shit. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that. I don't really look at ratings.
Yeah.
So far, it appears that American football in the UK is hardier than many of us imagine. You wouldn't actually pick the Jaguars to play at London every year. For years, they've been a team who's young, and spring appears to be on the horizon. But the calendar remains stuck in February. They've only won 11 of 55 regular season matches. Listen, you know what would be interesting? I would be interested to see if they put two good teams in London, how it would go.
Right,
that would be interesting.
NFL.
Put like the Patriots and the Chiefs in London and see how it goes.
Exactly. Okay, well, they're going to Mexico City. That's going to be fucking nuts. The Patriots and the Raiders are going to Mexico City.
There you go.
All right, here's last week's ratings, big man. Just for just so we have a comparison. Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys, Arizona Cardinals, 9.3 million.
Wow.
All right, so there's 350 million people in the state. So that's about 4% of people that are watching the game. That's my whole point. I mean, the average person doesn't like sports. We can't say the average person in England doesn't care about the NFL. I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying is they love sports in England. They love sports. They love America. They want to be America. They grew up gambling. They grew up drinking, and it is popular with a lot of people there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you might be right. I was just trying to look. I was looking at it from a different angle, but you might be right. I mean, especially in London. I mean, it's a big city. There's plenty of people there. You might be right. It's good to have disagreements, though.
Yeah. See, the NFL ratings. Like I said, at 9.3. It's pretty much the same. People keep talking about the NFL ratings tanking and shit. They're down a little bit, but I think it's more streaming than anything else, to be honest with you. All right, so 3-0 in this football game. All right, we're going to have another debate here about the teasers.
We could have actually 3 debates because I have another debate for you, and I have to ask you what happened, but we'll ask that after.
All right, so as far as the teasers are concerned, I do agree with the teasers. They are a sucker fucking bet. You know what a teaser is? It's a 2-team parlay that's not plus money.
Right.
It is.
And I will say this.
But I will admit that it seems to be lesser times that I didn't need the teaser. Like there's, let's say like out of 10 times, is it 60% of the time I said, oh, it's good I teased it because I would have lost. No, probably not, So as I stated before, who invented the teaser? Do you know? I'd love to know this. I don't know.
No, you've asked that before, and I think that's an interesting point. I don't know. I've looked it up, and I can't seem to find anything. I feel like Jimmy Vaccaro or somebody like that would be a good person to ask. But that's you've asked that question. I thought it was
all right, let's go to. I'm going to check back in on Twitter. I'll send Jimmy Vaccaro a fucking tweet.
There you go.
Melissa might know too. Is it Vaccaro? Was it a mobster? Was it a Genovese's? Was it the Gambinos? Was it?
In all my experiences of reading and mob stuff, I've never heard it brought up in mob stuff. But I would say back, the Jimmy the Greek stuff, maybe back then. I mean, I don't know. That's a really interesting question. I'd like to hear, but when you research it, there's not enough. There's no real history of when it started or how it started.
All right. I threw it out there. Let's see if any Brits answered me here. All right. One guy's got a great answer here. I just spent a few weeks in the Netherlands. Some fans told me there they don't like it. What kind of answer is that? What kind of answer is that? We didn't ask about the Netherlands. Here's your fucking Chuck Pagano.
That's a safety. That is a safety, Gabe.
All right. Well, it helps our over.
Wilson's knee is down. Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got an answer. We got an answer here. I went to the game in London last year. I'd say the crowd was 90% British.
There you go.
It was like an NFL festival. Everyone had different NFL team jerseys on. They shut down the streets all around the stadium. It was a big party on the streets. Great stuff.
Okay. But again, that's not the question here. The question is, if Arsenal's playing Manchester City, are you watching? But your goal is to grow the game. That's my point here. If Arsenal Man United's on and there's an NFL game on, most of them are watching Arsenal Man United.
I agree with Drew here too. Who gives a shit what the Dutch are saying? No one asked the Dutch. No one asked the Dutch's opinion. Go choke in a fucking international soccer. And leave us alone.
We got a safety here, 3-2.
But again, baseball score here.
Yeah, I mean, look, we agree to disagree. I love both, so we'll agree to disagree here on this.
I like Craig West. Big man's in denial.
I might be in denial, but again, we all have to be in denial at some points, and I don't think I'm in denial because I think there are people on here that agree, and I think there are people that don't. But hey, listen, we're not going to change anything.
I'm having fun with this, big man. We just killed.
Like I said,
we just killed the 30 minutes of this first show here. I had fun with this topic.
But I'll tell you this, Gabe. I do a lot of weird shit and dumb things, so the things that I do that I like might not be what you like. Like I said, I think spending money on sneakers is a wise thing to do. I like doing it, but it's something I like to do. I don't know that you do. You might like to, knit wool scarves. I don't smoke weed or drink. I don't get that. So like for me, I don't get why you would, do that. But
the best big man. A couple of years ago, I was in Vegas and, a bunch of our listeners were there, and there were some parents of theirs and everything. So they said to me and Cam, Cam Stewart, I do the show with. They said to Cam, they said, all right, guys, we're going to go out for a nice dinner tonight. Let's all get together and go out to a nice dinner in Vegas. Right away, me and Cam are like, whoa, how nice. And they're like, oh, we're just going to go over to the Paris and the steakhouse. And both me and Cam went into an instant, fucking fit. I'm like, there's no fucking way in hell I'm spending 75 fucking bucks on dinner, man. I was like, there's no way in fucking hell I'm spending $100 and I'm going there and I'm eating that fucking place. And fucking one of the guy's mothers looked at us, So it wasn't a gambler. She goes, I've seen you guys bet thousands of dollars this weekend, yet you can't go spend $50 at a restaurant.
Yeah,
and we both shut up. The camera, like, all right, we'll go. We complained the whole time. We're sitting there the whole time bitching. It's fucking ridiculous, this place, man. So, okay, but that's it. It's the whole perception, isn't it? As gamblers, yeah, sure, we'll bet everything. Fuck. Then I hear $50 for dinner. I'm like, whoa. Just hold the phone here, Betty.
Right, because it's not something that, it's just not something you like to do. Like, I see people that go to the grocery store and they literally will go through coupons for hours to try to get a couple cents off of a bag of Triscuit crackers. And me, I just walk up and I buy what I want to buy. I don't care what it costs. It's food. I need to have it. Whatever. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna short myself. Some people care about that stuff. Some people care about, you might care about, knitting wool scarves. I don't. You might like broccoli and I don't. That's the great thing about where we are. I just think, for me, I didn't think that most people cared about NFL, but I'm starting to read that I guess they do.
All right, 3-2 in the football game. 3-2.
It's like a baseball score. How about that? 3-2.
Yeah, there's no baseball on right now either. Baseball's done, actually, huh?
Yeah, according
baseball's
to
done. Let's see if we get some playoff matchups with some odds. Maybe we'll throw that out there a little bit later on. But 3-2 right now. In-game total is 40.5. Seahawks are minus 11.5 right now.
And Gabe, you know what? That's why I'm so. I look at myself and I say, God, if I was just skinny, I would be a picture of success. I mean, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I would be quite the picture of health, wouldn't I? I mean, it's amazing. But we all have our guilty pleasures, don't we?
Yeah. Like Drew says in the chat here, there's not too many broccoli eaters here, I don't imagine, amongst us.
I love broccoli, actually. I'm a big broccoli fan.
Really?
I think it's one of the better vegetables, but
I wouldn't. I'm like Newman. Fuck. I wouldn't eat broccoli if it was deep fried in chocolate. Fuck.
I forgot about Newman.
The only green I like is weed and money.
Sure.
Yeah. We those are the good greens. And Green Day's not bad. The band Green Day's all right.
Sure.
All right.
I heard your weed conversation last night. That was pretty good about the type of weed you smoke.
Oh, different strains at different times of the day. Yeah.
I thought to myself, wow, that sounds great. I could, because I had Texas Tech over and I was irritated and annoyed, and I'm just like, wow, I might taste real good right now.
Of course, it's not quite legal in Pennsylvania yet, right? We can only recommend marijuana in places where it's legal.
Hey, listen, I don't give a fuck.
I guess technically neither is betting, right, big man?
Sure. I mean, not many of the things I do aren't, but hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Someone's asking.
I like Corn Rob Job. Hey, you know what's funny? Because I remember
"Freak on a Leash" is a great song. That's a great track.
Yeah, Dave, a good song. Dave Pash, Dave Pash does college basketball with Bill Walton. Great stuff.
Walton, yeah. Sure.
It's weird. He does the football with Greg McElroy, and two completely different fucking people, huh? McElroy, Alabama quarterback, straight as a fucking arrow, kid. And he got.
I feel bad for Pash because that's a fumble. No, didn't touch anyone. Never mind. I feel bad for Pash, but he gets a little break during football season. I heard your boy Rod Gilmore last night. He's
terrible.
I wanted to jump to the TV. Brutally bad.
He's the king of stating the obvious, fuck, eh?
Yeah.
He's like, if there's 1 second left and they need to kick a field goal, they need to call a timeout here to stop the clock so they can set up. It's like, yeah, all right. Like, he talks to everyone like they're watching a football game for the first fucking time.
Well, last night he goes, actually, Colorado faked a field goal, right? And it failed miserably. And he goes, yeah, the holder not a great quarterback. And I'm thinking, no fucking shit, dude. Like, why would he be in a fucking – of course he's not a good quarterback. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, why don't you talk about how bad of a play call that was or why you're doing that? He's bad.
So I wanted to say before I forget. No, I love Bill Walton. Well, let's settle down. I love Bill Walton, but I just wanted to say it was funny when they were in the state of Washington. And, Bill Walton loves that Pac-12 shit, right? Excellence, the conference of champions.
Sure.
So – they're in Washington, and the weed was just legalized there. And Dave Pash said, big news in the state of Washington for different reasons. And he asked Bill Walton on the air. He said, "Bill, did you partake?" And Bill Walton says, "Of course I did. Anytime it's where it's legal, it's fine." I was shocked he said this on ESPN. Basically, Walton said, yeah, if it's legal in the state, I'll admit to smoking weed. Like, he only smokes in those states, right? But that's my thing now, wink, wink. Fuck. Hey, listen, I'm in Canada, it's legal. You know, it's not technically
Right.
legal yet. It's a gray area because the law, it becomes official. But there's dispensaries on every fucking corner now. Las Vegas, I was just there, legal. California, pretty much legal. It's coming right now. I don't know what who's the governor of Pennsylvania? Is it a Democrat or Republican?
It's a Democrat.
Who's the fucking
Who's the
governor?
Wolf.
I remember Ed Rendell.
He was the best. Mayor of Philadelphia, then he was the governor. He does Eagles post game now, right? He's done post game. Yeah, he's done post game forever.
The fuck's up? Why would a politician do a football show?
He's really what a play by what a play. What a play. Did you see that? What a play.
What a Wilson. Wilson to Wilson.
That was awesome. What a play. No, Ed Rendell's great. Great analyst. Funny guy too. He has season tickets and he just walks over. You should have saw him last week, Gabe.
Maybe his knee was down.
What a play.
Was Russell's knee down?
I don't know. I didn't even look. But Gabe, last week, it was really hot here, hot weather, and Rendell was at the game, and he's a bigger guy. You see him come in, he walks in from the game, and he's all sweaty. He sits down, and they ask him about the game, and he's got sunburn, and he's he's all happy. He's really funny, a really funny guy, and he knows a lot about football. But I like Rendell, always have, good guy.
All right, current. All right, just for the record, throw the baseball numbers out there. Fucking Yankees minus 250. That's a little bit too high to play. Minus 250. Severino versus Santana. Minus 250, 7.5. And then we got Colorado Gray versus Greinke. D-backs minus $180. Total 8.5. Rockies plus 160. Twins plus 210. Did I hear you say it's not too much to lay? You like the Bronx Bombers?
Yeah, I'm a Yankee fan. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, I think they get the job done here in a big way. Run line's the play, personally.
These wild card games, underdogs often win these wild card games. I almost want to blindly take both dogs and just hold my breath and hope for the best.
Sure, I don't lay anything over 160, but I don't think they're going to lose this game. No,
so, I'd rather lay minus 180 with Greinke than 250 with Severino.
Well, I mean, you do have probably one of the best bullpens in the league. You have a really good lineup. They're at home, and Severino's been filthy this year. So, but you're right. I mean, dogs are the play in baseball late. Sure, I get that.
Dodgers Indians in the World Series. So what a day today. I know you and Donnie were real happy about your Philadelphia Eagles. Congratulations, 3-1. Just as my Buffalo Bills are now 3-1. And we're a quarter way through the National Football League season, and the NFL standings. Man, NFL standings are they're a trip. Speaking of weed, big man, you might think you're smoking weed when you look at the NFL standings.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Buffalo Bills.
Pretty well.
Buffalo Bills are in first place, sole possession of first place after 4 weeks, 3-1. Meanwhile, the New York fucking Jets. What were the odds of that? If somebody would have told you after 4 weeks the Jets and the Patriots have the same record.
I would say you're smoking too much weed tonight.
For the record, guys, a Buffalo Bill money line, LA Ram money line, Carolina Panther money line parlay, 75-1 today. I told you he was down.
Yeah, I didn't see his.
I said this before the break. I knew he was down.
Of course he is.
But they went to a commercial. Why does it take these fucksticks so long to figure this out, dude? I looked up. It took me 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, nice play, but his knee was down. I said it casually. I barely paid attention. The TV's like 20 feet away from me. His knee's down. What? Like, they went to a commercial break. What the fuck are you guys doing? Every ref. Drain the swamp.
This ref is bad. Brad Allen, he's the worst.
They're all the worst.
I agree.
Drain the swamp.
And I'm sure they'll get it wrong anyway. Calling the field reverse. There you go. Yeah, I don't know why I took that long.
Okay, so Buffalo Bills, 3-1 first place. Jets 2-2. Pats 2-2. Dolphins 1-2. Then we want to get real freaky over here. NFC North, Detroit Lions, co-owners of first place, 3-1. NFC West, LA Rams. And I tell you what, this LA Ram team that came in, we talked about them today. We gave them as one of our best bets. We had them on every entry in the LV Westgate Super Contest. We talked about the Rams coming in. They had 107 points scored coming into today. Now they got 142 points. This offense is for real. Highest scoring offense in the league. I don't know, man. Fastest show on turf is back, baby.
I said they would. I love the team. I love this Rams team coming to here. I made a bet with Donnie Rightside. He said they wouldn't win 3 games, and I said he's crazy. This offense is better than people think. Right. This team is better than people think. They got a good offense. I think their defense is better than what they've showed, but they got to get better there. But going on the road and winning at Dallas, it really is. And that's a game that they would have lost, a year or two ago. But they were able to get the job done, and they weren't great defensively, but they made a big play when it mattered, and a really nice win. And as an Eagle fan, that's great to see because I hate the Cowboys. So big win for them. Great stuff.
And how about the Buffalo Bills? The number 1 defense in the National Football League, the Buffalo Bills. And, people want to scoff, Jones was out and this and that. And, I guess last week in Denver and, whatever. Jordan Matthews is out. We have fucking no wide receivers and we beat them, with Charles Clay. Buffalo Bills have given up the least points in the National Football League now. 54 points through 4 games, man. That's motherfucking impressive. 11 points a game in the NFL. I don't care who you're playing. That's fucking rock solid after 4 weeks.
It definitely is. You're not going to get any disagreement out of me. Today, I think as a Bills fan, you have to take that win and say, we'll take it, because I don't think they shouldn't have won. I mean, that was a horrible call on that fumble. It was not a fumble.
What? The Matt Ryan? That was totally a fumble.
No, come on, Kate.
That's what happens, big man. When you get the ball knocked out of your hand, it's
You're the first person that said you thought that was a fumble.
Buffalo got fucked later in the fucking game in a fucking call as well. There was no lucky bullshit, and there's no bullshit about Julio Jones got hurt. The Bills were winning when Julio Jones got knocked out of the fucking game. The Bills were better than the Falcons. Simple as that. Case closed. It wasn't the refs. Jones getting hurt. The Bills beat them. They beat the shit out of them, in fact. They fucking knocked a bunch of their players out of the game. They created a million fucking fumbles. They terrorized Matt Ryan. And people can try to disrespect the Bills all they want. You can't. And what is it, last week? No, not you, but in general whatever. It's all
I'm making a point that they got gifted 7 points, and their 2 best players in Atlanta were out. Let's be real. I mean, they
weren't out. They got knocked out of the football game. That's not out.
So,
that's not it. That's football. Yeah, you got hit. You left the game. So Jordan Matthews was out for us too. So we lost our wide receiver. They lost their wide receiver.
All I'm saying, though, is that I think if they played on with both people in, I think they would have won. But again, they played great defensively. And they beaten Denver. They beaten Atlanta. And I said if they went on the road and won, no matter how they do it. And that's not the point. I don't care how they win. They won. So it doesn't really matter what I think. They won. And that's all that matters in the National Football League. It doesn't matter if you win by 1 or 50 or you have 4 players or 10 or whatever. They won. They got the job done. And at the end of the year, it's a win in the win column, just like the Bucks today. It is a win, no matter how much or by how many. It's a good win for Buffalo. You got to get breaks like that, and you got to play like that. And their defenses played very well right now.
Well, they nearly gave it away at the end, right? And like you said, similar to the Eagles getting it done on the road, to the teams that we talk about, games that these teams would have lost in the past, getting it done today, like the Rams actually winning the game and not just covering, but actually winning the game outright. That's the progression that these teams need to take. Now, we were very high on the Cincinnati Bengals the last 2 weeks. We've cashed tickets 2 weeks in a row with the Bengals, and today was free money. That was, we had the Bengals in all 4 super contest entries. Now it's funny, though, the Bengals play the Bills next week. So we got 2 hot teams taking each other on here. Bengals were 3.5-point favorites at the Westgate a couple hours ago. It's down to 2.5 now.
Yeah, I love the Bengals. You did, I did. I mean, this was, and I shouted you out on the show earlier. I thought what you said was pretty poignant. I mean, this was their game to show out today, and they did that. And I smashed them. I sent it out, and I know you had them as well. And yeah, it was a hand ride the whole way. Easy winner. Good job, Cincinnati. Big day for them.
A little bit of an overreaction now, though, at 2.5.
Pick, go. Touchdown. Pick six,
There's
baby.
the
Let's go.
defensive special team score.
Oh, there we go. Who was that? Lane, I think. Who was that?
Did I just see their mascot's name Blitz?
Yes.
Yeah, these guys are unbelievable in Seattle. Is there anything you guys don't steal? Your 12th man you stole from Texas A&M. Blitz is the Montreal Alouettes CFL fucking name mascot.
I'm sure they didn't steal it from the Alouettes.
They stole it from somebody.
Oh, that was
doesn't matter whether they stole it. They stole it. They stole it. It's copyrighted.
Yeah, I believe his name is Blitz. I think if I can see that correctly. That's a big play.
Fucking crooks in the Pacific Northwest. You stole your 12th man, fucking little deal. It's not even yours. It's Texas A&M.
They have Washington State, though, and Gonzaga, two of the best franchises in college sports. I'm a big Gonzaga guy, Gabe, by the way. I love Gonzaga, by the way. And Washington State. I'm a big Mike Leach guy.
I got nothing bad to say about Gonzaga.
It's a love-hate relationship between – I think Mark Few is the best coach in the country overall. I don't think there's anyone better. I think what he's done to that program over the last 15 years is nothing short of amazing. What coach has done that, Gabe? Tell me.
I disagree.
Find me a coach in the country that's done anything what he's done. There's no one. And he does it with no 4 or 5-star recruits. It's amazing. That's big, though. You know, we got a little lead now for the Seahawks. Open it up. We need 2 more touchdowns here before the end of the
10-2.
End of the half. 10-2. There we go. Sorry.
10-2 right now. So 12. Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll get it's currently updating the in-game number right now. Yeah, this is what
so
I
what do you want, Gabe, in this? Why don't you let everyone know?
I'm on the Seattle Seahawks money line because I parlayed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I parlayed the Buccaneers money line with Seattle money line. So I got a piece of Seattle at plus money here right now because I took that in-game, Buccaneers in-game. So I just need Seattle to win the game. Then I played a 7-point teaser. Seattle down to -5 and over 35. And I played the long field goal, over 45.5. I played Jacoby Brissett, over 17.5 completions. That's what I got.
I have a lot of action today. I'm on the over in this game, which that's not looking great so far. But I did also take Donnie Wright's play. He went with the Seattle Seahawks, -12.5. College basketball starts in 26 days. Yes, I'm in, Gabe, tomorrow. I begin the Fs. I'm on Fairfield University. I'm going through every college basketball team, and it has been quite the show so far. So I'm excited.
Oh, you've already started your college talk? Because I was going to ask you, why are you starting on F? Why did you start with Albany or something? But you did.
No. I'm through I'm to F at this point. So I'm out of the E's, and Fairfield begins tomorrow.
Really? So you're going to break down every fucking line college basketball team?
Yes. Yeah.
That's hardcore. I gave you props. I did it for football. I did all 130 fucking teams, conferences with Mark Lawrence and shit. It was torture.
Yeah, it's that's a lot. I mean, 130 is a lot.
Dude, there's like 334 line teams, isn't there? How many line teams are there in basketball? 334, my guess?
351.
351. Wow.
Now, keep in mind, I want to make this clear. Some of the teams are quick. I mean, like a team like Coppin State, they're not lined much.
Yeah.
They're lined at the beginning of the year. Yeah. But to me, Gabe, the most profitable time in college basketball for me personally is conference tournaments. I can bet on the Campbell Camels. I can bet on Lipscomb. I can bet on Stetson. Those are the teams that I'm looking to bet on. Those are the conferences I'm looking to bet on. And early out of conference college basketball is where you can make a lot of money too. So it's important that you go through them and you know how they play and what they do. So I spent some time on everything.
Seahawks -17.5 right now.
Wow. Right,
that's what good. It is, 17.5. Total's 41.5 in game.
41.5, really?
I think 41.5. I think it gets there. Look, we're at 12.
That's the original game, Joe.
Dude, we get there could be 2 more touchdowns in here. We get to 26 and we get there. Let's say
Yeah, no, I mean we're right on par right now. 41.5 is the game total.
This ref looks like a little boy, or looks like Kate McKinnon on SNL pretending to be a man. This ref.
Yeah, Brad Allen, he's the worst.
Like, I can't hear the voice, but I imagine 5 yards, 5 yards, false start. He looks like a pipsqueak. Hey, nerd. That'd be great. Hey, just call the ref on the side. You fucking nerd.
I'm sure many do. Get out there. Run. Gore, run. Go.
Look, see, it's, I told you. Over. Grab the over, boys. I'm grabbing it right now. Got to make this interesting. Let's gamble. It's like going to this. You come to the Betcast, it's like going to a casino. Let's gamble.
It's the best. This is why we're here, boys. Jeff Triplett's the worst. Yeah, he's a bad ref.
They're all bad. Like, all right, who really is the worst ref? Ed Hockley's terrible.
The worst ref in I think the worst ref in sports is Jerome Boger, personally, but he's annoying and the way he talks. Steratore an irritating. No, you know who's bad? Ed Valentine. Ed Valentine in college basketball.
Yeah, he's bad. But Steratore's pretty bad, too, at college basketball.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
He's the only guy that ruins 2 sports, Fight.
You know a guy I do like? Vinovich. I like him, Bill Vinovich.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. You're right. He's all right. I don't know. I don't like Corrente. I don't like Morelli. I don't like Hockley. I don't
They're all
like
Italian guys.
I know. Fuck. There's a pattern here.
They're all paisans. Yeah, they're all paisans.
What a coincidence. All the Italians, are refs.
Yeah. Cowboy Joe West is the worst in baseball. He's
a big. Well, they're all bad. Angel Hernandez is a fucking prick.
Cowboy Joe West. Bob Davidson was bad. I don't think he's around anymore, but he was horrible.
Mike Carey was a good ref.
He's gone.
Mike Carey.
He's like in the booth, I think.
Mike Carey. Remember Mike Carey? He was a good ref.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's in the CBS booth now. He does like
he was too bad though. He was too. Yeah. He was so.
Oh,
bad,
they took him out.
Yeah,
they took him out. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
All right, so another injury here. Third, we got 3rd and 8. So Indy came up with a big play.
Shitty play call.
Something fun, 3rd and 8 here. Let's see. There's the Colts injured on Seattle.
Joey Crawford was there. Joey Crawford, a friend of mine, Gabe. Joey Crawford, a friend of mine does the mop stuff down at the Sixers Stadium. He does like all the mopping up, and he's like a manager for the team. And one time, Joey Crawford called him out in the middle of a game because he didn't mop good enough, and he stopped and blew a whistle and grabbed my guy and said, "Come back, do it again." In the middle of a game. It was in South Philly. He's like a legend for it because Joey Crawford told him, "You come back," and then he didn't do it good enough, and he called them off and called some other mop guy over and goes, yeah. It was on videos against the Spurs, I believe. It was Joey Crawford's he's the worst.
He was bad, and so is the other Crawford, Danny Crawford. He's fucking terrible too.
Yeah. No, sure.
NBA There's a lot of not bad. They do it on purpose. Like they know what they're doing. They do it on purpose. They like to fucking torment certain players. They don't like certain
Donahue
coaches.
was the best. Donahue was the best.
All right, big bomb here.
I
don't know who the fuck you're throwing that to.
Yeah, that had no shot at all.
This is horrible. The broadcast is horrible. They were incomplete on 3rd down, and they never told us why they had the ball here still. They went to a commercial. Like, they never told, like, I don't know, they never told us. Like, did I miss something? Was there a penalty?
No, they just got no yards on 2nd down.
No, but it was 3rd and 8, and they were incomplete, big man.
I don't know what that play was there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened either. It must have been a penalty. That's a good point by you.
Yeah, it's just
I thought it was 3rd down there.
Brissett, you got to figure this shit out, Brissett.
Get rid of the ball.
No shit, dude.
Fucking head.
Defensive holding, all right. Holy shit, man, Brissett. Like these quarterbacks, what does he think? Does he think he has 20 seconds in there?
That's just NC State.
It's a sack, Vito, if he got before the line of scrimmage. Was it the line of scrimmage? I don't know.
Yeah, they blew the whistle. That was a sack.
Yeah, sacks.
All right,
They
come
got 3
on,
sacks already.
Brissett.
The sack prop
You
was
know you can
5.5.
run Brissett, right? Brissett, you know you can run, right? Yeah, you're at 5, so you're looking good there. First down.
No, they're at
Give it to
3.
him.
They're at 3 sacks.
Is it 3 and 2 combined? I could have sworn I saw 3
it's
2.
2 and 1.
Okay.
2 and 1.
First down.
That was a bullet of a pass, man.
Yeah.
Let's think Brissett.
By the way, Gabe.
Look at his story, big man. Look, he threw this. He stood in the pocket, threw a 13-yard fucking rope. Look at this. Bam.
Sure.
Bam.
That's a great throw.
You know?
It's a little bit of a push off, I thought, but it'll work.
I think they're getting a generous spot.
I don't think that's not a first down either.
Yeah, he's kind of close in the air. I don't like that rule.
Doesn't matter though, because they'll go for it anyway. But shut up, Pete. Shut up, Carol. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Coach's challenge. Pete? On the Rams for real. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
The Rams are for real. I think they can win the division.
I've said it before. I've said it 2 weeks ago. People laughed at me. I think the Rams are going to win this division. I really do. I think it's going to be a special year in LA for them. And people laughed at that, but I'm for real. I like this team. I like it. I like them like I like the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I told all you guys at the beginning of the year I thought Arizona was going to be a good baseball team, and they ended up being one. If the Dodgers didn't get off to such a great start, they could have won that division. Who knows? They were really good this year.
I like Paul S. The process of the catch can suck my balls. Yeah, that's well put.
I think earlier he said I was part of ISIS. Did you see that? Maybe it wasn't him. Somebody named Paul called me part of ISIS. I'm not sure how that's.
Raider fans. You're an Eagle fan.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but all right.
I don't know. You know, my whole deal is, listen to this. So you can have an incomplete pass now if you catch the ball and the DB pushes you out of bounds, right? Remember in the old days they couldn't throw you out of bounds, but now they can. So like you catch the ball, right, and they used to say, well, he got pushed out, he would have come down in. Now they can push you out and it counts. It should be the same thing on this. It shouldn't be where you caught the ball. It should be where you landed. You know,
Earl Thomas is ready to light him up. First down. Right. Wade Phillips. Yeah, Wade Phillips. I don't think Wade Phillips is getting any awards right now with the way this.
No, the Rams defense isn't playing great here. No.
Yeah. But offensively, they are way improved. And I think that is true, Mr. Baz. Jeff Fisher was that bad. Correct. How in the world was that a first down? What do you mean? Because he got to the marker. That's why.
Well, the thing is with the Rams is, too, we say they win a division. They don't have to be great, guys. Arizona doesn't have David Johnson. Now, Arizona survived today, but it's going to be tough as they go along, obviously, here. The San Francisco 49ers aren't a threat. So, essentially, it's the Rams and the Seahawks. And the Rams, historically, even over the past couple of years under Jeff Fisher, they've beaten the Seahawks.
Yeah, they play them well. Sure.
Yeah, so you're really only competing with one team. You know, that's what I'm saying with the Rams. You're competing with one team. All right, our boy Drew in New York found the video, actually, of Crawford chewing out your buddy.
It's there. My boy Anthony, yeah. Sure.
Oh, Brissett. Fuck,
yeah,
I like his rushing prop. Was 30.5 yards.
He says my boy goes over and mocks
JR3. No. I like we're on the over JR3. I think it's going to get there. Over.
Hey, Drew, put the link in the. I want to put the link. Can you put the link in the chat here?
No, I don't know. Won't let us do links for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. It won't even let me do it. And I'm like a moderator. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Oh, he just tagged me in it. There we go. Yep, there it is. Yes, that's it. Sure. My man.
I actually remember this too. I remember Crawford doing this.
Yeah, that's my boy Anthony. Yeah, we
got a video of a regular of our old show too of shooting free throws at halftime of a game for a contest. It's on YouTube. It's one of the funniest things is Elvis. Drew, maybe if you can get the Elvis shit. It's the worst free throw competition effort you've ever seen in your life. And he's the watcher of our show. He's dressed as Elvis, and they pick him out of the stand. No, dude, it's bad. Like, he takes a fucking free throw, and the ball, like, goes like 1 foot. It's fucking comical. And then they give him the ball at half court. Like, it's like, guys, he couldn't hit a fucking free throw. He's not hitting from half court. Fucking Raptors were cheap, too. They didn't give him anything. Fuck.
Yeah, they actually, my boy told me when this happened, he said they called him in the next day to the to human resource, and they go, yeah, don't worry much about that. He's just an asshole. We know that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry much about that. He's just a dick. Yeah, he yells. Yeah, right. True. Yeah, he yells. He goes, said something like it's not good enough. But Crawford's from the area. Like, he's from, like, Delaware County somewhere. So people just, like, accept it. But I remember they were booing that night. It was back when, like, the Sixers had, like, Spencer Halls and stuff and that shit. But, yeah, NBA's coming up soon as well. It's like,
somebody just upset Joey Crawford.
Yeah, and it was that kid.
But he's going to throw the ball boy out. He didn't come over there quick enough. Look at him. Don't you know how much this beer costs? You can't leave this beer on the floor.
And he wants another ball boy now. He wants 2 more. Not good enough. And he's really giving it to the young fellow with a bomb.
Come on, Joey. Showing his Philadelphia side. The boos from the Wells Fargo.
Staring at him.
Come on, Joey. Chill, stall him out, Joey. He's still looking at him. That's a different one.
Young fella, if I was your daddy and you did chores like that.
What a dick Crawford is.
Yeah, it's just who he is.
It was always about him, isn't it?
Always. I remember when he tossed Tim Duncan. You remember that?
Yeah,
Duncan was laughing on the bench.
Yeah, he threatened to fight him.
Yeah. Wow, he got it. First down.
Bad spot.
That's a shit spot. That's a shitty
bad spot.
That's a
bad spot.
Christ. Yeah, he threw Tim out for laughing on the bench. That was great. Tim Duncan's like, what? What, me? Yeah, that's a first down. Come on, man. All right, grow some balls here, Pagano. You agree, Gabe? That's a bad spot. That's a first down.
Yeah,
Give me shit. Give me some. Oh yeah, first down, baby. First and goal.
Nothing surprises me with
Come on, baby.
refs anymore, though. Here's the Elvis one. All right, big man.
Did he post it? I didn't even.
All right, I'll send it to you right now. Watch it here. I'll tweet it to you. He's a great guy. This guy. He's got a little.
Now this was like during a timeout or something, or.
Oh wait! I just sent you the hangout by accident.
Everyone's gonna join.
Better delete.
Let me delete that tweet, will you?
Yeah.
If you want to log in, you can log in now.
We know Tom Marino's not going to use it. You like that one? I knew you like that. I knew you like that.
I didn't say that. I was laughing at the TV. I didn't mean to laugh.
I know. I just accidentally tweeted out the Google Hangout.
Well, you might want to delete that tweet there, pal.
It's deleted.
People are going to be joining here.
They're too stupid to figure it out. Like.
All right. Well, somebody may have been. Is that a touchdown? No, he's short. Put your head down, Gore. Run.
All right.
We need 7 here. We need 7 here. And then we need Seattle to go down and score, and we would be sitting pretty.
The worst is my buddy, though, was getting mad because people in the crowd were trolling him after.
Let me look at this. All right, here we go. Let me check this out.
Can you guys see that? Maybe you can see the fucking thing. I just sent the link in here. Maybe can you guys see that link?
I'm looking at it. Oh, here it is. Elvis. There it is. So this is your boy, Elvis.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was sitting courtside with him. Fuck.
Is that Mick Zilla? Mick Aussie?
No, that's Clam Chowder.
What the hell? What the hell is that? That didn't work.
Is it not the worst free throw shooting ever?
It's horrible. Did he win anything? They're going to give him a shot at half court. He can't even fucking make a free throw.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed after when they didn't give him anything. I was like, come on, man. The guy just gave you the best entertainment ever. Fuck. Give him some fucking airline tickets or something. Fuck.
Sure.
Like, I used to live in LA. I used to go to Clipper games. And it used to be all right. You know, you look like a loser. You missed the shot. Here's a $250 gift certificate for fucking, for a local TV shop or something. You know what I mean? Like, they gave you, fucking, here's a gift. You win a fucking, they used to give away trips to Vegas all the time, actually, in LA. That was the big thing. You want a weekend at Mandalay Bay or MGM. Fuck.
I love the little thing. The king of rock and roll struggles on the hard court, going 0-4 in the BIC flex for shootout. That's funny.
It's funny. That was actually a Sixer game. That was a Raptors-Sixer game.
Oh, last year? Or?
Yeah. No, 2 years ago, I think.
I remember that.
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years. I'm a big Raptor fan. I go to a lot of I watch every, like you said, I watch every fucking game. I get pissed about the Raptors. One of the few teams that I'll get mad if people talk shit about and stuff. And the best is our boy, he dresses up as a mascot all the time. So that was just his Elvis look. So he's got different costumes. That's funny. He's got like a big real mascot shit, all right? So he doesn't like other mascots. It's like a chick not liking another chick. So the Raptor came over to high-five him, Elvis, and he wouldn't high-five the mascot. And my buddy's like, fuck that guy. I don't like him. He's like, I don't like the Raptor. He wasn't nice to me before.
Is it a raptor? Is it actually like a dinosaur? Or is it like another thing?
Yeah, the raptors.
Like, you know how like sometimes they don't even have they have just some random like.
No, yeah, the raptor is a raptor. It's a raptor guy. It's like a raptor. Yeah. Okay. He's a T.
Can I ask you a question?
He's a T-Rex.
Why did they go for 2?
I don't know.
Why did you do that? I don't understand.
So they're trying to tie the game.
In the second quarter?
Did you just make it 10-9?
It was 10-8.
Yeah, it's 10-8. It's 10-8 now. It would be 10-9. They tried to make it 10-10.
But you're chasing points in the second quarter? I don't know about that. I don't like it either.
I don't have a major problem with it.
I agree with Babano. I agree with Babano here. Get Babano in here tonight. Get him in here. Actually, never mind. We won't ever get off the air if he's in here.
Yeah, I know. No, you know what? He might save our pipes, though. He likes to talk, Babano.
I don't mind. Get him in here.
Poor Babano's got a sore throat, I think. I got sore eyes, man. I got a sore throat, sore eyes. I can't lie. Like I said, you were hanging out with us last night, big man. So we were on late. I was on this morning at 10 a.m. on my own private shit on Patreon. Then I was on with Donnie. Like, I'm putting in, these are 18, 20-hour days. I'm too old for this shit. Like, I got the shakes and shit, man. I'm feeling better right now that I'm talking and stuff. I'm on the air, so I can, I can plow through this. But, man, I got to swear, about 7:25 today, dude, I wasn't good, big man.
I saw a video, Gabe, of you. It was pretty funny. I think you did like a 7-hour Patreon show like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And I fast-forwarded to like the 7.5-minute mark, and your eyes look like you haven't slept in about 5 days straight. And you're like this. You're like, I'm gonna try to set the world record in like a week or two, and you looked so out of it.
I was drunk too. Yeah, I was drunk.
Babano, stop being a pussy, Babano.
Yeah. For the record. For the record, the world record is 61 hours.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
I could do a 61-hour show.
We're actually thinking about doing one for the tip-off of college basketball.
You and I could do a 61-hour show. We could do it.
Yeah, if I was properly medicated and
Well, they don't drug test it. Yeah, you'd have to do drugs, Jeff, for the first time. Except then, since you don't do drugs, it would fuck you up.
I don't think I could not do. I think I could do it without drugs. I would just have to sleep for a day or two.
Energy drinks?
But I don't drink those. But coffee, sure.
And the whole thing is 61 hours, but you get breaks. It's crazy. You get 15 minutes off every hour, dude.
Yeah, I could do that. If we had guests and stuff, I could definitely.
You can have guests. You can do whatever you want. We don't have, like, that's why we can get Bobano on. All you got to do is ask Bobano about 2 games. That's 13 hours.
Why actually?
That's like 2 hours, Bobano. We bring Bobano on. Bobano eats up half the day. Fuck. Interception.
Well, I've actually interception. Oh my God, what a catch!
I've actually said it. I don't know if 2 foot got in, but let's see.
No, he got 2 feet in. I'm pretty sure. I said, Gabe, I would do it. I would only want to do it in Costa Rica, though. I'd have to be down there to do it, I feel like.
Yeah, and I got to tell you right now, the only way I could do it, and anyone that knows me, like Kitchener Ray knows, I could do this, okay? Trust me, I could do it. But I'm not doing it unless there has to be, like, big sponsors. You know what I mean? Like if somebody said, listen, guys, we'll give you $25,000. You wear our fucking logo and, you know, you set the world record and shit. Then I do it. I'm not going to do it just to impress a bunch of fucking dudes online in a chat. You know what I'm saying? I need to get paid. If I get paid, I'll do it. If I get paid by a sponsor, I'll do it.
Sure.
But I'm not doing it just for the sake of doing it.
Nobody gives you a more in-depth breakdown than me. Actually, I disagree. I think I do, but we're on the same level, Ian. But no, Ian, your personality is none like any other. You need porn stars to pull it off. Good point, Jimmy. If we could, that would be the agreement. If I could pick if I could get Nikki Benz to come, and
that's not going to help. Fucking, you know what? A chick blowing you on the show. That's not going to keep your mind on the show.
No, like every 6 hours, like she's just laying in bed.
It'd be better off if we told you, all right, see, this is what I'm talking about. We get some sponsors and they hook it up. And if you do it for 61 hours, then you get to bang Nikki Benz. Then you need like sort of like a dangle a carrot, like a dog at a dog track.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Gabe. This is on a similar wavelength. So I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day. One of my boys is in jail right now, and well, actually several of them are. But we just started talking about prison, and there's a show on TV called 60 Days In here in the States. I don't know if it's up there, but
there's all these new ones. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, basically, people agree to go to prison for 60 days straight. Right? Let's say tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. a van came to pick you up, and you had to do 60 days in your prison, wherever it is. What would they have to pay you to do that tomorrow morning? So you would get out on December 1st.
$500,000.
Really? That much?
Well, I'm not doing it for $1,000 a day. I'm thinking
I do it for $60K.
So what? 60 days? So $1,000 a day?
Yeah. And I would do federal, state.
I wouldn't do it for 60 days. I'm not getting raped up the ass for fucking $60K.
You don't get raped.
It depends on where you are.
Okay, let's say they send you to, Leavenworth, which is federal prison in Kansas. You're going to federal.
Am I in solitary confinement or am I in the yard and shit?
You're like any other inmate. You're a regular inmate. No solitary. No, You are an inmate. No one knows anything but the warden. That's about it.
Yeah, like Jazz says, it all depends where. Listen, I'm from Montreal, where it got to the point nobody ever paid any parking tickets or any fines because they knew they just put you in jail for a week and then they let you out after 3 days. So like everyone, no one paid. So they used to people used to go in and be like, listen, Your Honor, and even I did it. And I didn't want to go to jail, but I owed them fucking like $1,300. I just said, I don't have it. And they fucking told me, they said, you know what? They said, I don't know. We know what your little plan is here, but they just changed this because no one ever pays. The cop told me, he goes, tough shit. You're not going anywhere. Because I thought, you know what? Whatever, man. They'll van me over to the place. I'll be processed in and out in 48 hours and $1,300 will be gone. And then the cops said, no, that's not happening. They're like, we're holding you until you pay. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, really? I was like, you got to be kidding me. Fuck. All right. Let me make a call.
Where I live, county prison is the worst of the worst. I would rather go anywhere than county prison. So as far as when people say it's not jail, it's prison, there's nothing worse in this state other than Rob
Job's got a very good fucking very good point here.
No,
that's between jail and prison. Fuck. Okay.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to say here is jail where we're at is bad. It's really a horrible condition. Federal prison is.
I'm not going to jail for $60,000. No, I say no. I don't care if you guys call me a pussy. I'm not fucking going and hanging out with a bunch of fucking killers for $60K.
But you have to remember, you're not like, if something gets really bad, you could leave. I mean, I'm not saying you can't. You know, if it gets deadly and like you're in fear for your life, you could leave. Like in the worst situation, you can go. I would do it for $60K. I'd do it for $1,000 a day because I know at the end of for me, I feel like I would be okay. You know, I'd be fine.
Yeah, it's just I could go through 60,000 pretty fast. Time is precious, you know.
Sure.
All right.
Why are we considering jail? Make moves. Don't. No, I'm not. We're not considering jail. We're just talking. I brought it up.
I'm sure in your neighborhood, there's guys that would pay you to take a fall out there. Sure, if you wanted to do it, it probably wouldn't be hard to find.
No, I could. I'm sure there's guys in the street right now that would definitely. Yeah, sure.
All right.
You can find out. You want to find out, Gabe? Come down here. We can find out.
In game. I know. I see guys in the chat that I know have been inside, but it's different. Like you said, also depends on what city, what jail, what you know what I mean. Depends where, and how, and what.
Right. So, like, you wouldn't go to like San Quentin. You would Rikers. Rikers, I'd have to have a lot of money. Like, you'd have to pay me $1 million.
I don't think I do very well in Rikers.
No, Rikers is shit. I would. You'd have to pay me a lot to go there.
I don't think I do very well in Rikers. No.
Would I do the 60-day, $60K in a bed day? Yeah, fuck yeah, I would. Well, yeah, I would. Definitely.
Yeah, in a day. Sure, in a day.
60
do I
days
like
in a
Travis? Bed. I don't know. I know Zach Jones loves Trey Travis, so we better watch what we say. I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent to Clay Travis. I think I'll be honest with you. I think he's kind of, he's the Breitbart of sports now. He was never like this before. He's jumped on this Trump sort of alt-right sports shit and low-hanging fruit. The dude's tweeting about every racial fucking thing, but whatever. He's making money, so I ain't judging him. He's making more money than me and Big Man and Campus are.
Kitchen Ranger Ray, none of us would make it out of San Quentin. Horseshit. I would. Guaranteed.
I like Jazz. It's like, I'm not going to Rikers.
I would not go to, yeah, that would be the only one I would say no to. I'd be like, you'd have to pay me $1 million to do that. Because they might kill you in there.
I used to gamble with a guy. When I lived in LA in the 80s, a buddy of mine, Kevin, he was from Illinois. And he was a security guard at the Holiday Inn at a bowling alley. I used to bet sports with him. And in those days, too, black guys and white guys didn't hang around much, right? It was the late 80s and shit. So it was right how to do the right thing. Like, I went to his house. There's like 8 brothers there and his fucking pissed off girlfriend. I'm like, who the fuck's the white guy? Fuck. And he's all like, oh, this guy's good, man. This motherfucker knows basketball. He's picking winners. So we're sitting there betting and shit. So, after a couple of years in L.A., fucking we tapped out. And my buddy, anyways, long story short, he went back to Illinois. He's a fucking prison guard, man, in Joliet, Illinois. It's where fucking Gotti died.
Marion, yeah.
Yeah. So he's out there. And it's like the worst of the worst. John Wayne Gacy there and shit like that.
Yeah, Marion, sure.
Pretty much everyone in the town works there. It's one of those type of deals.
You got to look up the Florence ADX, the Supermax. It's the most secure prison in America. You literally, when you go into it, you go underground. So you never see light ever. And the only people that are there are like people that have escaped 3 times or terrorists or high level. Sam Gravano was there and just a lot of hardened criminals. BMOC, what gang would you join?
How about the guys being big? Remember, wasn't it great? The David Sweat and the Matt guy fucking that broke out in New York. They were on the run for 3 weeks. That was awesome.
They're on the run for like a couple. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they lasted them for 3 weeks. Like,
sure.
Baumer's got a good point. If we get the 60,000, then you just pay someone off to protect you. You tell them, listen, fuck.
Yeah, you get it.
I'll give you 20K. I'm here for a month. I'll give you 20K. Make sure nothing happens to me, and I'll give you more. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if I could trust them. You know, I would have a problem trusting them because here's the problem about prison. If you go up in there just giving money out, it's not going to be good for you.
Yeah, you're right. You're
going to get used. You're going to be. I would just walk in. Just act like everyone else. No lies. No.
Like these guys are saying though, like the Aryan shit. You get sucked into this, right? Like I have a buddy of mine. He might even be in the chat here. He was in jail in Oregon. And, he used to hang around at the multicultural table, basically.
Sure.
And he said he played cards with the brothers and the natives and the Mexicans, whatever. There was like, there was cliques, and then there was sort of the melting pot guys. And the Aryan guys came over to my buddy who was white, and they said, listen, we don't have a problem with you. You can do whatever you want and shit. But they said, if you get fucking shanked by a brother, don't come fucking crying to us.
Right.
Like, they just told him, you're on your own. They just said, for the record, we're not. It's all good. You can do what you want, but you're on your own. If shit hits the fan, don't come crying to us. So that's sort of the way it works, right? People, I don't think people are all white supremacists, but if you're in jail and you're a white guy and you're scared shitless, you're going to end up with these guys, right?
Yeah, I think you just have to be, you have to be who you are. Don't try to be someone you're not. Don't lie. Don't get in with people that you can't pay. Don't do shit on the streets you wouldn't do. Like, for me, I'm not going to walk up to some random person and, just start, hey, where you stay in your lane, stay in your own area, and I'm sure you have no problems. But Vito said a lot. Vito, you've mentioned rape about 5 or 6 different times on here tonight. It's kind of odd.
I'm going to change the subject.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is an odd subject, but you have mentioned that a couple different times. Gabe, you have the bald head though. That might get you into a little trouble in prison, maybe. Bald heads are usually the Aryan Brotherhood. Usually.
That's great. That's great.
BMOC, do you think a Pac-12 team will make the playoffs? Yeah, I do.
No,
I do. I think Washington State might have. I think Washington.
What it comes down to, okay, so we both agree Big Ten, SEC automatics, right?
No, I don't think the Big Ten's automatic. No, I think the ACC is because Clemson will go on to.
Come on, you don't think the Big Ten is automatic?
What? No, because I think Ohio State could lose. I think Penn State could lose.
They've got 4 teams in the top. What do they have in the top 10 right now? They got what do they have? They got Penn State, Michigan, 3 teams in the top 10.
Here's what I'll say. I think the Big Ten's probably automatic. ACC's probably automatic. SEC's probably automatic.
Well, to me, in my own personal opinion, Big Ten, SEC locked in. That's just a fucking fact. Unless they lose 2 games type shit. Then we get to the ACC. If it's Clemson, they're in. If it's not, it won't be, I think. And the X factor is Oklahoma. And if Oklahoma runs the table here, Oklahoma gets in ahead of someone in the Pac-12, I would believe.
Yeah. Let me look here. I want to look at something here. Because I remember last year the big problem with Washington was they're out of conference schedule. And this year, you look at their schedule. They have Cal, Arizona State, UCLA, Oregon, Stanford, Utah.
See, that's what I'm thinking. What Vito? I hate to agree with Vito here, but I got to agree with Vito. Let's say Clemson, Alabama, Big Ten winner, and Oklahoma. There's your playoff.
Well, it's gonna come down to. I think Oklahoma's going to lose at some point. If they lose, they're not going to anything. So if they lose, if you're Washington, you're rooting for.
Clemson, you couldn't not put Clemson in, though, right, if they run the table.
No.
Holy fuck, what a catch.
Touchdown Colts. Wow, touchdown Colts. Big for the over. Not good for
that in-game over, too. That in-game over we jumped on. Nice. Hey. Wow. Hey, settle down, Colts. You guys really talking shit in there in the end zone, huh? Look at these guys.
Richard Sherman's
that guy with a beard on the sidelines of the Colts.
Yeah, who is that guy?
I don't know. There's some dude. Fucking
Richard Sherman just. Oh, that wasn't Richard Sherman, but I thought it was.
I thought it was Sherman too. That guy's got the same dreadlocks.
Right.
Eh? Like it fooled me too.
And he has like almost the same number. Those Seahawks fans, what are they screaming about? But yeah, no. If you're
we got ourselves a football game.
You're rooting for. Look at Brissett; he's pumped. I like Washington, though. I think they're going to be the Final Four team.
These guys all getting fired up for a Raptor preseason game late night. Eh? We're on football mode. I can't bet on a preseason NBA game right now. I'm not judging people for it, but I can't do it.
Gabe, let me ask you a question though. Here's the difference between Washington and Oklahoma, though. Oklahoma beat Ohio State in Ohio State. I mean, that's
why I'm saying I think the Pac-12 could be on the outside looking in. And another thing is, Donnie,
I forgot about that.
Who has more impressive wins? USC don't look good. USC have struggled. USC lose this game. Sure. Where are the power rankings going to come from with the big wins in the Pac-12? You know what I mean? Like, what's an impressive win in the Big 12 in the Pac-12 now?
Let me ask you a question, okay? And I'm just asking hypothetically, okay? Let's just say Washington State runs the table. And Oklahoma loses one game, and they beat Washington. They have to be in, right?
Their non-conference schedule. That's what they have to hang their hat on, though. An undefeated Wazoo, I would put in ahead of a one-loss Oklahoma.
Yeah.
If you win the Pac-12, if they run the fucking table and they win the Pac-12 championship game, you got to put them in the fucking championship.
Because, I mean, let's be real here. Okay, let's look at the rest of their schedule. Iowa State sucks. Texas is okay. Kansas State, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, and TCU. That's impressive. But, like, Washington's out of conference is shit. I mean, Rutgers, Montana, and Fresno. What is that? I mean, really, what is that? It'll be interesting. I'm really going to be.
I just saw that the AP poll came out tonight, actually. Could run through it. Michigan was 7th. TCU were 8th. TCU were right there, actually. All right, so there's 17 seconds left in the half here. Surprisingly enough, we got 25 points on the board already, though, guys. So there's points being put up on the board.
Yeah, over's looking great.
Man, upset Sunday today. All right, Donnie. So, big man, of course, me and Donnie threw it down this afternoon. We were on at halftime, rolling through here on the Betcast. See if, I'd like to get that long field goal prop home here at the end of the half. That'd be nice.
You might have a shot here.
So, we'll take a break at the half. Normally, we take a break around now and we come back when the line is posted. But you want to wait till the half and wait till the line is posted, then take a break? How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have about a 15-minute break here, between the half and stuff. So, we'll go with that.
Yeah, all right. We'll go to the half here. And like you said, we'll get the halftime line.
We only got about 15 seconds here.
We'll take a couple of minutes off, smoke them if you got them, walk the dog, get a beer.
I'll tell you guys, this is where sports gets great because now this week on Tuesday and Wednesday, you got baseball playoffs. You have a little bit of something to watch now. You don't have to on Tuesday and Wednesday watch, Scarface.
It's nice.
By the way,
I've been betting baseball Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but it gets frustrating because they're meaningless games. At least now it's real. Wilson going deep.
That's
wide
huge.
Open.
Boom. Call timeout, baby. Not good for the
fuck. I lose on that play. I lose my field goal prop.
What is the long field goal prop?
45.5.
And then what at the 25?
Yeah. Whatever though, dude. You like the over in this game. I jumped on the in-game over here at 40.5. And
big for points. Too bad he couldn't lead.
Yeah.
Too bad he couldn't lead him there. What the hell were they doing there on defense? See, Gabe, this is my problem with the Seahawks. Why don't they take more shots? I mean, they're playing the fucking Colts. The Colts are terrible on defense.
And Russell Wilson's a star, too. Just let him run around and throw the fucking ball. Me too. Run on the no-huddle 2-minute offense like they did last week against the Titans in the second half. Just open it up.
Fucking conservative, man. It's like, throw the fucking ball. Christ almighty.
Yeah, it's a good point. For a 9/11 truther, the guy is pretty safe on the field.
Yeah, he's such a fucking conservative fuck. Like, throw the ball, man.
Well, he did throw the ball at a bad time once in a Super Bowl.
True. But again, I mean, we're not on the goal line to decide the Super Bowl. Blair Walsh, make this, you fucking motherfucker. Remember that time in Minnesota when you fucked up? I do.
Yeah, I was on Seattle on the money line. It was an act of God, I thought.
It was like 12 degrees in that game, I remember. They're trying to protect Wilson. It's the fucking season. What are you protecting? What is it? I hate that shit. We're trying to protect them. The Sixers do that shit. It's the real deal now. It's the fucking season. Stop protecting. You get injured, you get injured. He missed it.
He missed.
God damn it.
Fucking piece of shit.
Did I say it? I said, don't fuck
Dude, this is the fucking Walsh guy. Dude, why the fuck would you sign this guy?
Yeah,
like I said, you imagine being in the war room and saying, you know what, remember that guy that missed a 27-yarder chip shot and we won the playoff game?
Also, do you remember that guy they used to have? You remember Steven Hauschka? Yeah.
Hey, look at today. Hauschka's fucking hit 7 50-yard plus field goals already, 2 for 2 from 50 plus today. And look at this piece of shit fucking Walsh. Dude, last week, Blair Walsh cost me a fucking teaser, dude. I needed Seattle to win by 4 points. They got the late touchdown. They would have won by 4. He missed the extra point. This guy's a fucking loser, man. He should be fucking not just kicked off the team. He should be fucking deported. All right? He should be fucking deported. Sorry, yeah, but I'm American citizen. Tough shit. Fuck. You're booted out. Put him in a fucking ICE detention center for a couple of months. Make him think about what he's fucking done.
The Blair Witch Project.
This guy's a fucking joke, man. He's a fucking joke, this guy. No, dude, I did a video last week talking about the Blair Witch Project. It's scarier than the fucking movie is.
It's a real thing. It happened in Maryland. True story.
Deport him? I don't care, man. Send him
too.
to the fucking space or something. Get him the fuck out of here. Dude, to me, it's a fireable offense for signing this guy. Seahawks. You know, imagine being Paul Allen. I'm up in the booth, and I'd go, isn't this the guy that fucking missed the kick? And you thought it would be a good idea?
Right.
You thought it'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Makes no sense. Second half coming in 8 and 21.5.
You know what? You know the Seattle Seahawks should do now? Why don't you guys hire a Malaysian fucking airlines pilot to fly your fucking team? That's a great idea. Seattle Seahawks signs a deal with Malaysian Airlines. Fuck. The same guy that wanted to sign Blair Walsh wants to sign with Malaysian Airlines. Don't worry, they gave us a great, we're getting a lot of money. They're going to fly us safely everywhere.
They already sponsored the Grand Prix, so add the Seahawks to the list. The Grand Prix that everyone watches. You got 8 and 21.5 on a total, Gabe.
I don't know if my neighbor just fucking stopped. Like, I can't tell whether they're loud or they don't like me yelling, but I'm this close to going. Yeah, I'm this close to going up there, fucking knocking on the door. Like I tell them, well, I'll stop yelling when their dog stops fucking running back and forth fucking 24 hours a day. Fuck.
My second half play is, what are we at, 25? I don't know. I mean, 8. We're down 5. I think -8 the play, but I think they got to open it up. I think the over and the Seahawks are the play, but I might just stick with my over here and, maybe add a little bit to my second half with the over.
I think the second half over is the way to go here. I mean, I don't see it slowing down. There's a lot of big plays coming.
Yeah, I'm going to be on that. I'm going to go over 21.5.
Me too.
I have the over in the game. I think the Seahawks will cover. It's up to 23. Fuck me.
Let's see if I can get this. I think I can get this here. Let's see. Boom. I paid -125 though, but over 21.5.
Damn it.
What do we do with they're down by 3? I don't really want to lay 8 here with the Seahawks, to be honest with you.
No, me either.
Look, we've seen, what's the theme been today, guys? Upsets, right? What was the theme? Oh, the Patriots in the second half. I remember Donnie Rightside said, give me the Panthers +6 in the second half. Rams didn't melt in the second half. Bills didn't melt in the second half. I'm sure there's almost the expectation, they'll fall apart for sure. I'm not so sure they do fall apart for sure.
But maybe I'm thinking too much into this, but they're up 5, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
To relinquish the lead, they would have to – I mean, wouldn't the money line be the play for the Colts? Because you're basically thinking they're going to win the game. Right? That's your good thinking pattern. Why take this 8 when if they're going to win, they're going to score. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking into this too much. I'm trying to think here.
Well, because Seattle just needs a touchdown and they could win by 2 points.
But here's the point. They have to score a touchdown to win the game, Seattle, right now.
And a touchdown and a field goal pretty much at the 8, right?
Right. But why not just take the money line? Because they're up 5 right now, the Colts. So you're basically saying you think they're going to win the game. Because Seattle needs a touchdown to take the lead.
I hear you saying. Yeah, you could take Seattle minus 210 on the money line right now.
I could take the Colts plus 384 in the second half.
Okay. Oh, to win the second half, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm banking that they're going to win the game. I'm doing that. Plus 384. Now, plus 406. Let's go.
So now they got to win the game by 6 points.
416, motherfucker. 416 is just beautiful.
But they got to win by 6. If they win by 5, you get a push because it would be a tie in the second half.
Right, I'm basically saying.
So essentially, you're playing an alternate line. Colts plus 6, Colts minus 6 at plus 415.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm saying they're going to keep the lead and keep it like this. At plus 416.
Hey, it's worth a little roll of the dice. All right, so I said Jacoby Brissett over 17.5 completions. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be completing that much. He's making big plays, but what's he at here? Oh, shit, he's at 14. How's that for a bet? I played over 17.5. He's at 14 in the first half. Fuck.
You're telling me I could win 200 on a $50 bet, $208? I'll take a shot with that. I'll take a shot. I'm not telling anyone else to do it, but I'll take it.
Russell Wilson, 8 of 9, 113 yards, 1 interception, 3 fantasy points. Jacoby Brissett, 14 of 20, 142, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 12 fantasy points. How about this? Jacoby Brissett's rushing total for the game was 30.5. He's at 33. He's already beaten it.
The interception wasn't his fault, by the way.
It's funny. Everyone and all the fantasy geeks are going crazy over Carson tonight. Carson. 4 carries, 12 yards.
Yeah, right. See, if I could, I would have taken over 21.5. But even at over 23, Gabe, it's still a good play at plus 105. I think we should.
Yeah, to be honest, there's not really a big difference between 21.5 and a 23.5, right? 21.5, 22.5, 23.
But I think this game ends like. I mean, let's realistically think about this. Seattle has 10 points. I think they at least get to like 21, 24.
I was going to say Seattle gets to 24 and Indy gets to fucking 23, 27. I think there's going to be points still, dude. The Colts aren't going to let up and get conservative. Brissett's throwing the ball down the field. He can scramble. And the Seahawks are down by 5. They don't have a choice. It's enough right now. Like if you're Pete Carroll and shit, this offense has been sputtering.
It just went back down to 21.5. Let me move quick here. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, your offense has been sputtering. It's time to pick it the fuck up. No more dinking, running the ball for 2 yards. You guys can lose this game, and suddenly the Rams are going to be 3-1, and you guys aren't.
I just got over 21.5 minus 105. I just went down at bookmaker.
Wow. I got the 21.5 minus 125. You got a little bit better number.
This is how you handicap, motherfuckers. Not in fucking Vegas. This is how you fuck. This is real fucking grinding.
No, fuck Vegas. Exactly. Vegas, we wouldn't even be in Vegas. You'd be waiting in line still, trying to get your bet in.
Oh yeah, right.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. We are here.
All right, so me and Big Man on Campus both agree. Second half over. As far as the side is concerned, he's taking a shot with the Colts on the money line in the second half to win the second half. I see it at plus 375 right now.
I got plus 416 in bookmaker. Plus 416.
That's a ballsy bet, but worth a little sprinkle.
See what happens.
I'm
basically banking on that they'll win by more than this.
I've already got the Seahawks on the money line with that Tampa parlay, so I got to bite the bullet here.
Don't the Colts get the ball first too? I took over 21.5 second half. Me and Gabe both took that, and I also took Indy money line plus 410 in the second half. But again, I just bet that small. All right, Gabe. I'm going to take a bathroom break.
I think Indy does get the ball first. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going over 21.5. I'm already on Seattle here.
I'm on the over.
I'll disagree with Big Man. I say Seattle come back and win this game.
But the original 12.5 number is dead. We can agree with that.
So I'll say they come back and win by 3. Seattle turns it up a notch. There'll be points, and in the end, Seattle ends up winning a crazy game. I think it goes over, though, here in the second half.
I'm going to call this one 27-21. It's going to be, I think it's going to be 27-21 Colts.
Okay, so our first break of the evening, halftime break. We'll see you guys back here in a couple of moments' time. Do what you got to do. We'll get ready for the second half. We're both on the over. We're on different sides of the second half, me and Big Man on campus. You guys can figure out what you want to do.
Real quick, that's a good question. Colts over 19.5, only paying 1.4, but worth free money. Yeah, 1.4 though is low. I mean, that's basically like minus 220. So, I mean, they have 10. I mean, you basically are cracking that they'll score 10. Yeah, I mean, I think they would, but I wouldn't lay 1.4 with that. It's kind of low. But, all right, we'll be back.
All right, we'll take a quick break, guys. Do what you got to do. We'll be back in a couple of minutes as the Sunday Night Betcast. The Sunday Night Betcast continues.
Believe it or not, I'm walking away. And this fucking thing's back already? Wow. Fucking short ass outfit. All right, we're about back here. Hey, look, real smart there, Chris. Fucking idiot. Can't do that, buddy. Holding. Holding. Holding and pass interference, both on the offense.
And we are back.
So there's the first foul, and then they managed to get Antonio Morrison in coverage down the field against a wide receiver.
I love big man's breaks.
An explosive downhill run player.
It's like he knows he's got to hit mute. Got to hit mute, dude. Fuck, which one of these earpieces works? I guess this one. All right, so the second half is off and running. Second half is off and running.
Flag City here.
Yeah, of course, OJ's a free man and the Buffalo Bills won. Man, there is really a flag on every play in this game.
Unbelievable.
All day there's been penalties. There was a game earlier, there was fucking a flag on every damn play, man.
Ah, shit, I'll be right back.
I rushed back to get back on because I heard Big Man in the background. I was like, fuck, this guy fucking said he's going to take a break. He goes to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom for 30 seconds.
No, I was eating something. I was refueling here.
Refuel time, huh?
Yeah, I was eating some good Japanese food.
I ate a pizza right before the show tonight.
Very healthy.
Yeah, extra cheese.
Oh, you like the extra cheese, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I like to mix it up a little bit. I like an all dressed pizza, but I
What's your
in the mood
favorite
for an extra cheese tonight? Like nice thick fucking cheese, man. I paid extra for it, but it was worth it.
What's your go-to topping?
Pepperoni. I like bacon on pizza too, though.
Really?
Yeah, you don't like bacon on pizza?
No, I only eat plain. Only plain pizza here. You get the real taste of the pizza. If you put stuff on it, it takes away from the great taste of pizza.
Yeah, that's why I got the cheese pizza today. I put the hot peppers on top though. The what's the fucking
jalapeno.
Yeah, the peppers. Yeah.
I don't eat pork either, so no bacon. I don't
bacon.
Bacon.
Oh, really? No, I like bacon on pizza is great.
Yeah, I never.
There's a place near my TV studio. I get the meat lovers sometimes. The bacon, pepperoni, and ground beef.
All the meat. Yeah, that's heavy. That's a heavy meal there. Good stuff.
No, the I can't believe I'm forgetting the fucking name of the.
See, that's what you need to do, Seattle, every time. Like, throw the fucking ball downfield. This defense sucks. Go. Run, Carson. They're just obsessed with the run. Fuck me. Most places you have to pay for extra cheese. Yeah, I think that's like a topping. So they charge you like $50.
Yeah. They don't even like some places. They don't even let me replace the pepperoni because they have a pepperoni walk-in special. So I told the dude, I don't want the pepperoni. Instead, I want extra cheese. A lot of places, you can't do that. It's fucking, the cheese more expensive than the pepperoni. But this place, they don't mind. All right, so Seattle's moving to football right here. Second half, me and Big Man both grab the over of this.
Where don't you have to pay for extra cheese? Like the corner spots, the places that aren't all corporate and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the people that will let you slide.
Some pizza places treat cheese as just another topping, and other pizza places treat it as a premium topping,
Yeah.
Like some of the places, you tell them, all right, I don't want the pepperoni, put more cheese instead. They're like, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Other places are just like you said, the corporate, Domino's, you say extra cheese, it's $2, fuck. Mom and pop place, like I went to Pizza Nova here in Toronto tonight. They don't care. They don't charge, more or less. You can replace the pepperoni and whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, cheese is very expensive, man. Because I got into it actually with a pizza place where they never charged me more. They used to let me replace any ingredient I wanted with extra cheese. And one day I got into it with this chick. She wanted like $2. Fuck, I wasn't impressed.
You got to get do you ever get a quattro formaggio? It's 4 cheese. Quattro 4 formaggio.
Yeah, I don't mind 4 cheese pizza.
Yeah, I never had that, but some people I know like it. Yeah. I usually just get regular plain cheese. That's it.
I don't mind it. All right.
What's this fucking flag for?
I'm a big pizza guy though.
So why fucking call it?
So whatever, exactly. If there's penalties on both plays, just let them fucking go.
Why do we have to waste time you telling us about the penalties? If there are fouls on both teams, okay, let's move. Let's go. So fucking slow.
I wanted to recap some of the games a little bit today, just to blast through them and also take a look at the opening lines for next week, for at least the lines that have been posted already. But we had a nice day today. Big day in the Super Contest. 4-1 on one of the teams.
Nice.
4-1 on 2 teams. No, 4-1 on one team. 3-1. No, 4-1 on 2 teams. And we got the Chiefs on 2 other teams tomorrow with 3-1 records. So I was hoping it was going to be moving week this week in the contests. Could start throwing into the end zone.
Intercepted.
Out of bounds. Fuck, man. That was a dangerous pass, though, in a double coverage like that.
Yes, sir.
If they would have pulled that off, that would have been like the best pass ever. Like he really dropped it in. Look at this. Look at this. They're fucking lucky that wasn't picked, man.
Was it? Did he get
his foot was out. Look, one. His second foot didn't get in.
Oh, he just missed it, too.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty fucking close, though, dude. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Wilson just sailed it up there. Fuck.
We got a little action this week, Wednesday evening. How about that?
Oh, no shit. Really?
Actually, I'm sorry. It's a little fun belt action. Arkansas State.
Whoa. That should be a flag.
Yes, it should have. No call.
You can't run. You didn't turn around. Where's the flag?
No one turned around. You're totally right. Amazing. I was surprised myself.
Look at this.
He doesn't turn around. 30 just stands.
Look at this.
How's that not? You call fucking flag with every other fucking play.
He's holding his arm. He's holding his arm, and he's got his hands up, and he's not turning back. He's done 3 things wrong on that play, big man.
Wow. Unbelievable.
In the fucking end zone, no less. Back to pass. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Touchdown.
Oh, he gets hit hard.
Short.
Fuck, as somebody that has Russell Wilson as a fantasy quarterback in one of my leagues.
Not a touchdown, Russell. He's short. They're all hype.
He's fired up.
Yeah, if you do a fantasy, yeah, you're right. Look at that parted Red Sea, like the Red Sea.
Look at that.
Hello.
I thought Chuck Pagano was a defensive genius. Fuck, how do you not have a fucking guy watching Russell Wilson?
Receiver just stands there. Get a fucking block. That's a touchdown. Wow. He got there. Touchdown, Russell.
Fuck, look how close his hand came to getting stepped on by the cleat there right after. Is it a touchdown?
That's a touchdown, yeah. That is a touchdown. Quick touchdown.
Pete Carroll wants to talk.
Of course he does. I don't think he got it. We're going to run it up.
This is the thing, though. Listen, I'm on Seattle, but even me, you shouldn't be allowed to stop and fucking argue with them. Fuck.
Yeah.
You either throw the challenge flag or you don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty simple. This little, I want to talk to you about whether I want to challenge it or not. Like in the CFL is better. In the Canadian Football League, they basically give you like 30 seconds. If you don't challenge, tough shit. Like you can't discuss it. Fuck. You either challenge it or you don't.
Sure.
Because all this bullshit, they want to look upstairs and buy time, right?
Hey, Gabe.
Let's see. His knee. I don't think his knee's down because I think his knee touched the Colt player. That's a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
How does the ref not see that?
Not sure. No idea.
That's a touchdown.
0 idea. How many challenges have there been in this game? Like 5?
Because the refs are shit. Every call they get wrong. Fuck.
It's always Brad Allen. Every time he's the fucking ref, it's 8,000 challenges. He's so scared to make a call. He's got to look at everything. Pete Carroll's like, let's fucking go here. It's a touchdown.
Mohammed Jamba says this better stay under.
Yeah, good call.
Mohammed, the under, I think, is leaving the building, bro.
Yeah, the unders. And, that's the amazing thing about this. I don't know where – I'm sure the NFL's watching this as they do, but there has to be a question mark on how many reverse calls there have been in this game. There's literally been 4 reversals in this game and a half.
So what does that mean? It means that the refs were wrong with the original call 4 times.
Yeah. It means the officials are shit. I mean, Christ. How is this hard?
The thing is, though, buddy, we're watching on TV here. We're doing a show, and we're seeing this on the naked eye, corner of our eye. And they missed the pass interference, don't forget, right before this.
Here comes this idiot. Let's see if he makes it.
Oh, he might miss. It wouldn't shock me if he missed.
He did.
Barely in. Barely.
Penalty.
Oh, it's a flag. He might miss the redo.
I think it was offsides. It's good. It's a good call.
Like, honestly, all kidding aside, but in what world would the Seahawks sign this guy? He's not a good kicker, and you saw him choke on a 20. What are you doing now?
What are we doing here? Jesus. This is brutal. Come on, for Christ's sakes. This is brutal.
It's a fucking extra point. 5 yard. Like, what's the deal here?
It's amazing.
All right, it must be on.
Yeah, they're going to go.
Yeah, they must maybe go for the 2 if it's on the 1 yard line now, half the distance to the goal.
How? On the defense? Never see that call. Legal formation on the defense? I didn't even know there was such a play. Did you know that, Gabe? There's a legal formation on the defense. I've never heard that.
I learned something new every day now. Well, I guess, yeah, he should have said illegal shift. It was an illegal setup. Look, they had too many guys on one side, yeah.
But that's illegal? I thought you could do that. You could have.
Yeah, you can't stack one side like that.
I will say this game's actually better than any other game we've watched.
You're right. It's been this. Hey, I say this all the time, dude. We'll judge the game's entertainment and how we do with our bets, right?
Ian Cameron, this game will be lucky to be done by midnight. What do you have to do tonight, Ian? Stay on here with us. What are you going to be doing? Jerking off? Come on. Stay on the air. You don't have to do your hair, Ian. Don't worry about your gel, all right? I'm the gel king anyway.
Oh, wide open.
There it is. What a play. How's that happen? That wide open? And that's a good quarterback right now. He saw that. He knew it. You can just see it.
Poor Muhammad, he's like, oh, no, fucking closer to the over. Fucking 2. All right, well, I got the 2 back that we lost before.
I got to ask him. I mean, before the show, I said I was on over. I mean, why'd you go on?
We both said we were on the over. Fuck. Yeah, no one respects us.
Yeah, no one.
That's because, you know what? You don't document your plays.
I do, actually. Handicapperwatchdog.com. You can actually search me. But you're right. I don't document.
I'm just busting your balls.
Liverpool's back end is in shambles, giving up a terrible goal today. Correct, Robert. Great point. But that's something we all knew as Liverpool fans. We know that the defense is poor. They should have scored, though. I mean, you got to score more than 1 goal against fucking Newcastle, for God's sakes.
Amara's saying who would take the under. A lot of people like the under in this game.
Sure.
A lot of people, dude. This was a bold pick to take the over. I'm not pointing the finger at anyone that took the under in this game.
Interesting question by Johnny Martinez. Because I eat good. That's why. Why are you on here talking shit? That's the next question.
Well, he was.
See you, Johnny. Take it easy. Take it easy, Johnny.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let this
easy.
Drive you crazy. Johnny Martinez, you're gone. Bye-bye, Johnny.
Get the fuck out of here.
Johnny, we're sorry. Why don't you come on home? Go home, Johnny.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go home, Johnny.
Get the fuck out of here.
See it, Johnny. Take it easy.
Bias says I think he's dead. Now stop it. He's already dead.
You shot him a couple times. You shot him like
I think he broke the speakers in his phone, Beasley says.
I thought I was watching Scarface again. Almost so many guns.
Yeah, Johnny's gone. Who's next? I tell you guys, I never run out of ammo.
Never.
All right? We never run out of ammo. We got a deal on the stick.
You got to say, you fuck with me.
We got more bullets than we know what to do with.
All right, we need to go.
All right, let's check the in game.
Yeah, Vito.
We're getting up here, big man. Total's up to 50.5.
50.5. Good. I need points. We need points. Vito, I don't know what you're talking about there. We
lost big man's audio.
What happened?
Lost your audio, big man.
Yo. Let me.
Am I the only one that can't hear him? Did my headphones just die? Oh, he's gone. Not only do I won't hear him, he's gone.
Yo.
Oh, here we go.
You hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, big man?
I don't know what the hell happened. I thought SBR cut my mic. No more with this guy, they said. We're done with this shit. Get him out of here.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
I thought you kicked me out. You're gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna say shit. Fucking big man thought we machine gunned him.
I'm back, motherfuckers.
First, we lost your audio. I lost your audio for a second, and I look in, and I see you're gone. Totally.
Yeah, I had to leave and come back out. Gabe, let me ask you something. Can I ask you what on earth Virginia's doing, laying 3 points to Duke? What a fucking trap that is.
Wow, yeah. This is the case of people remember what they saw last again, right? And they saw Duke.
Yeah, but they see Duke.
Saw Duke struggle. I know.
Wow. Oh, you got to catch that, dude. Come on.
Ball by Doyle there.
Fuckhead.
Guy, what do you mean you're looking for a flag? There's no flag there. You got to catch that.
Hit him right in the fucking numbers, man.
Every player, when they drop a ball, they all look up. Oh, what happened? What happened is you dropped it, fuck.
Yeah, that fucking Phillip Rivers. He's the fucking worst, man. That fucking bitch.
Phillip Rivers, I'm sick of this guy in his little 9-year-old boy act, aren't you? Fuck.
All he does is whine.
You're a grown man. Stop acting like a spaz out there all the time.
All he does is whine. It's amazing.
And he never takes responsibility. It's always other people. Eh? He's always yelling at everyone else. It's like, dude, you're the quarterback. Fuck, maybe you should make a play.
All right, this is for Silent Night, what I'm about to do. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Who's this? What? No, what's going on?
He said he needed some sound gestures to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Oh, I thought I'd get the machine gun out. I got a quick trigger. We nearly took someone out. I feel bad with that. I kicked out the guy for saying, show us your tits earlier tonight. He says it all the time.
No, he said it once before, and it was weird.
All right, so, yeah.
Someone asked me, what do I think of Navy Air Force? I don't know, man. I'm not big into laying these double-digit numbers with Navy just because of their defense. They've gotten the job done, but they're always getting it done by like 10. I mean, they struggled yesterday with Tulsa, but they were to get it done. I don't like Air Force on the road, so I would lean Navy there. But far too early to, as the season goes on, I start to bet later and later in the week. So I'm going to let these numbers sit for a little bit.
Let's take a look at the numbers here in the NFL. Kansas City Chiefs are laying a full 7 tomorrow, total 49.5. Monday Night Football, Washington Redskins, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs are one of 2 teams with a perfect record against the spread in the NFL. One of them, my Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills now 4-0 against the spread. The Chiefs are 3-0 against the spread. The only teams that are undefeated against the spread so far. For the record, I think the Chiefs remain that way and beat up on the Redskins tomorrow night. How about Thursday Night Football? We finally got an interesting Thursday nighter, guys. New England Patriots at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we saw what happened last time the Pats came off a loss, but it's not just an anomaly now. The Patriots have a bad defense. Facts are facts. Numbers don't lie. You know what? So they gave up 41. You gave up 41 to Kansas City. You gave up 33 to Houston. You gave up another 33 today. So you gave 66 points in your last 2 football games. The game they won, who'd they beat? They beat up on the Saints. I think the Saints got into the 20s, but the Patriots have given up 33 or more in 3 of their 4 football games, big man. I don't know. What's wrong with their defense?
They're just bad. I mean, and they're bad. They're bad by a wide margin. I mean, they're like 5 points worse than any other defense as far as points given up. I mean, their pass defense is 12 yards worse than everyone else. They don't have very good personnel. I mean, and their coach is.
I told people they overpaid for Stephon Gilmore, $14 million a year. I was surprised they did that. Gilmore is okay, but he's not great. He wasn't really much better than Darby, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm as I've said before, I'm a huge Jameis Winston guy. I took him 55-1 to win the MVP. I thought he was flawless today. He really was.
Big game, big comeback win for them. Yeah.
And this is a huge game for him at home Thursday night against a bad defense. I'm really looking towards the Bucs in this game. I think this is a statement kind of game for this team. And I think the Bucs are pretty good. I want to see about the injury report, but I think this is a statement game for this team. on Thursday night.
Got a total of 54. They're expecting a track meet here. I can't argue that.
Yeah, two poor defense. No, I think this is 38-31.
Oh, big play, Baldwin.
Big play for. I mean, throw the fucking ball, man. They can't fucking stop it.
All right, we need some points here. Let's keep this shit rolling. So, guys, that's a Thursday nighter. New England Patriots laying 4.5, total 54. Arizona Cardinals. For the record, too, everyone talk. We're looking ahead to survivors, and I just realized I have Seattle in the survivor. I didn't even think about that. Fuck.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's $3,800 too to the winner. So, and I'm the commissioner. I don't want to lose.
You need a big play. You need more big plays.
I have $3,800 on this game essentially. Fuck.
In a roundabout way.
But week 5 is a real tough survivor week, guys. It really is. If you're looking for survivors here, like what really is a lock could be the Eagles, right? The Eagles are laying 6.5 against the Arizona Cardinals, who survived again today, barely. Total is 45 in that football game. Cincinnati Bengals are laying 3 to the visiting Buffalo Bills. This game's been bouncing around. It came down to 2.5, just went back up to 3. Total's 39 in that game. Feels a little low, the number there. Detroit Lions, 3-point favorites over the Panthers. Lions not getting a lot of respect here, laying 3 against the visiting Panthers. Total 43.5. That's an interesting game. Some interesting games. Jacksonville Jaguars getting 9 at Pittsburgh. Total 44.5. Someone's got to win here, big man. The ice will be broken. The Chargers play the Giants next week.
Yeah, and you have a spot here for the Browns maybe to win. This is probably their only winnable game. I mean,
give me the Jets +2.
I agree. I was just going to say that myself.
Once again, we're back to where we started, big man, with, you got to catch that and at least do an interception.
Go! Run! Go! I need this. Give me my money line, motherfucker. Come on.
Oh, man, I got a survivor here. Now I'm fucking panicked. I totally forgot about this. Fucking Seattle. You got to be kidding me.
Dude, Russell Wilson's gotten incredibly unlucky here. Both interceptions have been.
That's on the wide receiver. It's a perfect pass.
You got to catch that. Bad. Brutal.
Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Look at that,
Jimmy fucking Graham. Jimmy Graham, you got to catch that, man.
Jimmy Graham, of all people? Dude.
Fuck.
The fuck is that, man? And you got a guy hurt on the fucking play.
Also, Steelers at home look pretty good. Steelers at home. Pretty good. I think they crushed Jacksonville.
The Steelers,
back at home. Le'Veon Bell got going.
Steelers -9, total 44.5. Giants are laying 4 to the visiting Chargers. Total's 44.5. We mentioned the Jets and the Browns. Brownies are laying 2. We got no line on the Colts 49ers, no line Titans, Dolphins, no line Ravens. Derek Carr got hurt today, guys. We'll get to that, too.
Is there another fucking London game this week?
No.
Thank God.
Green Bay Packers.
This should be a good week.
Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys -2.5. Interesting.
Yeah, I like the over there early.
Yeah, 52.5. Sunday nighter, Kansas City Chiefs, Houston Texans. It's not too bad. We'll be on during that. And then a Monday nighter, torture, fucking Vikings and Bears.
Yuck. By the way, it's just one other thing back to that London thing, Gabe. Now, next week would be a great day to do a Sunday game in Europe because there's no Premier League. It's an international break. So it would be perfect to do next week because you're the only thing on TV. But great scheduling by the NFL.
Yeah, I like where you're going with that. Let's see, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, your boy. That's your buddy, Derek Carr. Mr. Makeup.
Man, shit really hit the fan since last week, eh? They go there and everything just falls apart, man.
Sure. Amazing.
Trying to get a fuck the Bleacher Report's annoying.
There's literally an ad on every fucking video. It's amazing.
No, I know, and they have deceptive headlines. I just want a simple injury update, not their little analysis and bullshit and videos.
You know what Donnie Wrightson always does, Gabe? Every time you bring up Derek Carr, he always says David Carr. Always.
It's hard not, what, Super Bowl champion quarterback.
Always says David Carr. Always.
At halftime of the game the other night, they introduced David Carr, or during the lightning delays on the NFL Network. They're like, Super Bowl champion quarterback David Carr. And I'm like, well, I guess. Fuck, he won a Super Bowl. He's on the Giants, but I don't know if I'd introduce him as Super Bowl winning quarterback.
He didn't even do anything.
I don't think he took a snap all year. Fuck.
Hey, do you buy into that whole thing that the Oakland Raiders let Carr get hit because he didn't adhere to their protest thing? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did, and I do believe it. I do.
That's a little bit of a stretch. Did he say that, or did someone else?
I don't know. It could be a lot of bullshit. Someone trying to stir the pot, but it was telling. I'll tell you this. Look, he did not kneel. Everyone else did. Secondly,
touchdown. Oh, he overthrew him.
Secondly, last week I even said it. I said something's off, man. You can tell something was off with Carr in the huddle and shit. Normally, you know, you ever seen him mic'd up? He's a very likable, talkable guy in the huddle.
The whole team looked lost.
He didn't talk in the huddle last week. You could see he was kind of by himself during the game on the sideline. You know, I brought it up. I said, something's not right with these guys in the huddle here. And I could tell, but I don't know what it is. But, you know, for the record, I know because Kyle Turley, I'm a buddy with Kyle Turley. And I remember when Michael Vick came back in the NFL and Turley was in the league. And I asked, Turley was an offensive lineman, and I asked Turley, you know, what would you mind? Because he said Michael Vick's a fucking scumbag. And third and going for a field goal attempt. He said Michael Vick's a scumbag. So I said, well, what if you played on the same team with Michael Vick and you were his offensive lineman? Would you protect him? And he goes, well, it's my job and I want to win the game. But he goes, put it this way. He goes, I'd let him fucking get killed once, you know, just to whatever, to send a message and let him know that I did it. Like, right. So, and he's not alone. And he basically said that's what they would do. Guys on the team, you sort of let them get fucking crushed once. Listen, I'm not saying anyone's throwing a game, but we see it in hockey as well, dude. You know, I don't know what it is with NHL hockey players, but a lot of these guys seem to bang each other's wives. So there's a guy, Matthew Schneider, he banged someone's wife. And you see, like in hockey, anytime someone touches a teammate, guys will come flying in and start throwing punches, and it'll be a brouhaha. You'll watch. Anytime Matthew Schneider, something happens to him, nobody comes to his defense. Right? Because you're like, fuck this guy, man. A guy fucks people's girlfriends and wives, so let him get beat up. I don't care he's my teammate. I'll look the other way. So this shit does happen. There is a culture within the room that people don't realize. Pros and, you know, they shouldn't do that, but they do, guys. You know, I'll tell you a funny story about the Philadelphia Flyers. You're in Philly. I know a Philadelphia Flyer player that told me that they fucking slashed the tires of the head coach.
Ooh.
That's juvenile shit.
Which coach?
Ken Hitchcock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Hitchcock used to berate them and treat them and demean them so much. And he was so out of shape, Hitchcock. So basically they said, we slashed his tires so we could watch his fat ass change a fucking tire in the snow. And they did it. And he goes, we took it and laughed. They told me they shot pucks at him once in a practice.
Wow.
They said he got stuck in a hot tub, literally. He literally got stuck in the fucking whirlpool at the Flyers facility and had to be removed out of it. Fuck.
Can you tell us who the player was?
No, I can't do that.
If I guessed, would you tell us?
Right. That's you know, it's in you know.
No, I know.
I'm sharing the story at least. I'll tell you off the record. I'll tell you personally. I can't say
No. I know. I'm only messing with you. But you know, the only thing I remember.
Put it this way: people that watch my show for years know who it is.
Okay.
Because the guy used to come on my show. Okay. I don't know a lot of Philadelphia Flyers. So.
Yeah, Jeremy Roenick was a big. He's close with a lot of mob guys in Philly. Jeremy Roenick.
Yeah.
Lindros was too.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, they fucking hated Hitchcock. The thing is, though, the Flyers were out of control. Like that's why they all got traded. The Flyers were all doing coke and fucking drinking every night, and they were all gangbanging that porn star Gina Lynn. Not the old Gina Lynn, the new Gina Lynn.
Yeah, Lisa Ann, they were a lot of them. I feel like it was in that. Gina Lynn, I'm trying to remember who that was.
She's a blonde chick with a big rack.
Like every other porn star. Ty Domi, he was my favorite hockey.
You like Ty Domi, eh? Throwing the fucking haymakers.
Well, he's an Albanian, so that's why. But
Charles Haley pissed in George Seiferd's car.
You remember when Ty Domi got in a fight with the fan in the penalty box?
Yeah, that was the best. Wasn't that in Philly?
Yeah, it was in Philly.
Yeah, he fucking started pounding the fan.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with hockey players.
Yeah, because when Ty Domi started, he squirted the fucking guy with the water bottle. What the fuck was that? Fucking punk. He squirted with the water bottle, so South Philly guy jumped over a fucking thing.
I'm not a big Ty Domi fan, to be honest with you.
No, I don't know shit about him.
He's kind of a dick. I don't know him personally. He's actually a dick in real life.
A lot of hockey players seem like douchebags, like noticeable douchebags. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a reputation of being nice compared to other athletes, but they're really not. You know, they bang a lot of hot chicks. They fight and stuff. They have attitude, right? So, they're not the nicest guys. All right. It's 18-18. 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. They throw on first down, and Seattle's got to pick this shit up. I can't believe I'm going to get eliminated in my fucking Survivor, maybe.
You're
not about this, big man.
They're going to win.
I'm the commissioner, man. I have to pay it out. I already spent the money.
So you're doing one of those things where you hope you win, and that way you don't have to pay anyone.
Yes, and I did it last year.
Oh man,
I did it last year, and it was $5,000, 50 people, and I swear to God, I won the Survivor.
That's great.
Survivor. So
that's great. Using it as like a loan.
I actually fucking won.
What a fucking Ponzi scheme that is, Gabe. Jesus.
No, I took the money. People know I took the money, and I entered a bunch of Vegas super contests with it.
That's great, man. That's so fucking great. That's what you do on Twitter. If you need,
that's why people don't realize when they're like, they see me freaking about my Survivor pick. They're like, dude, don't worry, it's just a Survivor contest. I'm like, you don't understand, fuck.
That's what you do on Twitter.
It's more than a Survivor contest. I have $3,800 on this game suddenly.
Yeah, you just create a contest, and that's if you need money. That's how you make money.
No, it's a non-profit pyramid.
Correct. It is. Good point.
Yeah, I'm not making money off it. So there's nothing illegal about it.
I'm not calling the cops.
No, we've run fantasy leagues for 5 years now. Everyone's been paid. But
big play, Seattle.
Nice,
big play from Seattle. Jimmy.
Nice to see you can catch that, asshole.
Well, yeah, when he dropped it right in his fucking bread basket, he better catch it. Let me guess, a flag.
Like that $500 buy-in, yeah.
Big man on campus. Do you have any World Cup qualifier podcasts? Yes, I'm hosting them this week, Kyle L. Natalie Rodstrom's on maternity leave, so I'm hosting several of them this week. Beginning tomorrow, we'll be talking about some of the great countries in the World Cup qualifiers: Gibraltar, Andorra, the Faroe Islands. Yes, plenty of great previews coming up this week on SPR. Yes, I'll be doing it.
Oh, and down goes Wilson.
Yes, and they're in fucking field goal range, but I don't want field goal. This might be a good prop for you, Gabe. This little prick Walsh might hit your field goal prop here.
I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of tired. I'm okay now. Like, I'm fine. I'm tired on the show now, but I'm like, my brain's a little fried and shit. When I took this long field goal prop, I didn't remember it was this little fucker. I keep forgetting this guy's on this fucking team.
Watch, he's going to win it for you. I had a feeling. I don't know why.
Oh, big run. Touchdown.
Get there.
Who the hell is that? That was a nice run.
Who is that?
I don't know. Whoever this kid is, put him in again. Fuck, that's my deal, kid. I'm with you, big man.
Who is that?
Just like, hey, put number 20.
Look at Pete Carroll.
Look at 21 the ball again. Fuck.
Look at Pete Carroll. He's like, oh my God, who the fuck was that?
Pete Carroll's like, damn, I got to get the ball to this kid. Who is that kid?
Yeah, that I don't know who that was.
That wasn't Carson. I don't even know who's number 21. This kid, look at this kid's speed. Boom! He came flying through there. That's a nice run.
There's no way that whoever said that was
fuck you. That's a fuck you. Get out of my way. I'm the running back run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Somebody said that.
Shift. Fuck.
Someone said that's Eddie Lacy. That's way too skinny to be Eddie Lacy.
That ain't Eddie Lacy. That's not Carson, and it ain't Procise.
Somebody, McKissick.
It's a random TD. It's a random guy. Random kindness.
It's
the
the
12th man.
Running back here.
No one even knows who this guy is. Pete Carroll's saying this. Pete Carroll's like, who is this guy? He's
Pete
yelling,
Carroll's,
who is this guy?
his head, he goes like this. He goes. He didn't even know who that was. He brought that game off the street, off the at a locker room at a halftime. Yeah, it looks like a skinny Eddie Lacy, actually.
McKissick.
Al Michaels thought it was Eddie Lacy.
McKissick.
Did he really?
Arkansas State.
Oh, that's right. McKissick. Sure, I remember that guy.
He's playing tonight because
there's the over 43. Boom. Perfect.
This kid was waived by the Falcons.
A good wave.
Picked up by the Seahawks. Picked up 67 yards in the Week 3 preseason game to make the team. Well, kid, welcome to the NFL. That's his first fucking touchdown. That's the kid's first touchdown. What a touchdown. And what a, if this kid never scores again, he can sit on the balcony on the porch in 20 years and say, motherfuckers, Sunday Night Football, I took the ball from the 22, cut left, cut right. Fucking.
And I had Pete Carroll sick. He didn't know what hit him.
Pete Carroll's like, who the fuck's this guy? Falcons are like, whatever, fuck. We've got Tevin Coleman and Freeman. We're good.
What's that mean, Gabe? What's Greg Sansone? What is that?
Oh, Greg Sansoni. He's a guy I used to work. He's a guy I used to work with.
Okay.
He's a guy I used to work with that people blame. People think that he fired me.
Did he?
No, he wasn't responsible. No, but it's an easy target.
Sean O saying, "Fuck Greg Sansone."
I know. I can't. Whatever. People like. I got nothing against Sansoni.
Sounds like a
TV guys. Like he was the first one to put me on TV at the score.
He sounds like someone that would. He sounds like someone that would fire someone. That sounds like a firer.
It does. That's why he's got the job he does, because he has no problem firing people.
I gotta go see fucking Greg Sansone.
I know exactly.
I gotta go up to the third floor and see Greg. Fumble! Get on the ball!
Oh, pick it up! Run it!
Go!
Oh, touchdown! You gotta be
Here
kidding
comes
me.
the Matt Ryan play. Let's overturn it like they did that one. Oh my God! Now they're covering all of a sudden. That's amazing. Didn't we say 12 was no good? Amazing.
Wow, the wheels are falling off. Oh, how's that Survivor? I'm breathing a little easier now, Big
Now
Man.
you're feeling
good. I'm
Now
breathing a little easier.
That's a fumble too. Whee! That's a fucking motherfucking fumble, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
Hey.
His arm was moving forward, but without the ball.
Donnie right side. He has the 12. He took the 12 here, 12 and a half.
Man, I haven't seen Michael Bennett run that fast since he was running from the cops in Vegas. Fuck.
Don't say that. He's the victim. Michael Bennett's
I couldn't resist, man.
Michael Bennett is a justice warrior. Bobby fucking Wagner. All right, Drew. Settle down, Drew. All
right, let's change the subject. Exactly.
How did I know Drew Zilla would respond to that?
I know.
Ponzi's back on, Gabe. There you go. You can keep that money you spent.
No, whatever. Hey, come on, guys. It was a funny joke, right? Come on. No, don't shoot the messenger here.
All I want to say is...
for the record, listen, me too. All serious and kidding aside, I'm for the protest and shit, all right? I'm not on that, so I'm not... I want to say this, though. People are saying, oh, look, he's lying because, look, he was running. There were fucking gunshots going off. The guy's an NFL player, fuck. He dodged behind us gunshots. So the video of showing him running doesn't make him look suspicious to me. A lot of other people are running too. Yeah, he did stick out. I'm not going to deny that. You got a big dude. He was crouching behind a casino, behind a game, behind a slot machine. But like I said, I don't hold it against him for running. There were bullets flying around in the casino.
So because he's right. I mean, I gotta tell you, if I saw bullets, I wouldn't give a fuck who's saying get down. How do I know those persons say? How do I know the people saying get down are really cops? They could be playing cops. How do I know? I don't know. Dude, you got to stop buying into this shit that cops are out to be nice to you. They're all fuck. The most of them are power tripper scumbags. A lot of them. But we're not going to go down the show because I have a lot of different opinions that I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about public.
Let's change the subject. I'm sorry I brought the joke up, all right?
All I'll say is where I'm from, I don't call the cops. That's it.
I called the cops once in my life, and I ended up getting arrested.
I don't call the cops ever, so I don't.
No, I didn't want to. I got robbed. Somebody kicked my door in. I got robbed years ago when I was a teenager, and I was up to no good.
Really?
Yeah, and the landlord. Yeah. I had a bunch of shit in the place, right? So I was targeted, and the landlord basically, I asked the landlord, I said, "You gotta fucking fix my door." Somebody booted my door in.
And the guy said, my door.
Yeah, they said, "Well, your door got destroyed because you and your roommate are fucking up to no good." And he goes, "You have to pay for your own door." And I said, "I'm not paying for the door." I said, "I'm a victim here. Fuck, I got fucking robbed."
Actually, Gabe, no. If your door gets kicked in, it doesn't matter. Usually they'll evict you for that.
Yeah, but you know what happened? The guy told me point blank. He goes, "Listen," he goes, "if you file a police report, we'll pay for the door." But he goes, "You didn't file a police report and you want us to fix the door." He goes, "If you file a official police report, your door got kicked in and you got robbed, we'll fix your fucking door, or else why you pay for it." So I reluctantly called the cops to say my door got broken into. And then the same shit. The cops came and said, they treated me like, they're like, "Well, why'd you get robbed?" I said, "I don't know." And they're like, "You're full of shit, fuck." And then they left and they came back 10 minutes later and they arrested me, fuck.
I'm asking a really feasible question. And I want a real answer. Why would you ever have to call the cops? What would be the reason for that?
Well, I just gave you my reason. I didn't want to pay for the door.
Okay, but other than that, like, I'm asking this as a broad
question. No, I would never call the cops. Listen, I've got beat up before. I never called the cops.
And you're not going to call the cops because
I got a gun to my head. I didn't call the cops.
Right, and they're just going to say, well, what are they going to do? Go fucking run and try to find them? Like, what are the reasons to ever call the cops? I mean, honestly, I guess if someone attacks you and you're bleeding out, you call the emergency room. You wouldn't call the cops.
I'd call an ambulance before the cop. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, why am I calling the cops ever? What would I ever need to call them for? There's no viable reason to call the cops ever.
All right, let's get back to the end game. Fuck, one Michael Bennett joke, and all hell breaks loose. Holy shit!
See what you did here? See what you did here?
One little joke, One little joke. Okay, man. I don't know if you noticed this, big man. While we were amazing how good this show is. 4 hours flies by working with you, bro. I got to tell you, I work a lot of guys. It's a pleasure working with you, but.
Agreed. Same to you,
we gave the over 21.5. Boom. We're at 25 already, like Kyle, our man in Atlanta, saying 22. Boom. Over 21.5. Making money for you.
Listen, Gabe,
watching the show.
I want to say something here. We make you motherfuckers, and most of you are good people. We make you money in here, baby. That's why we're here, to make money. Get down or lay down. That's what you do. Get down or lay down, baby.
You get credit, though? Is it documented? Does it count that we both said it out loud?
Good point. Good point. Even though our faces and this isn't me, actually. I'm wearing a mask, actually. This isn't what I even really look like. It's just a mask. If you get broken into and have insurance, you would need a police report. If I get broken into, I'm stupid because I didn't lock my door. That's how it goes. But I can't really get broken into because I don't have any windows that face any street. Well, they face the street, but it's too high. 3rd floor. What do you want, Gabe? What floor are you on? You're pretty high, aren't you?
No, not too high, actually. Not too high. It's only the 5th.
Get down or lay down is, again, just from a movie.
It's a high 5, though. It's like really like 10. It's one of the double type stacks. So I'm actually high in the air, but I don't know. I don't even know. I never even look. I think there's there's 41 floors in my fucking condo. It's a big place, fuck. It's 2 like massive fucking towers, man.
Again, I'm waiting as a man, and if anyone wants to describe anything, as a man, there is no reason to call the cops. If anyone wants to let me know of a reason, I'm all ears. But I'm sure many won't, but We can answer. If there's anyone that wants to answer that question as a man, tell me. Maybe I'll see. There's no reason. None.
Someone steals your car?
No, I call the insurance company. What would I call the cops for?
Jimmy the bags in Costa Rica again, eh?
Is he really? He was at the Delray last night, I bet. While we were at it, big man, why don't we get rid of the military? I didn't say anything about that. What did that? What?
Hey, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah, I didn't. Listen, if I'm being domestic violence, yeah, let's move on from this question.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it was one Michael Bennett joke. It turned into the cops. And just,
see what happens when you mention Michael. See what happens when you mention protesting. Remember with Dave Malinsky? Remember that?
Yeah, I know. I like the people though. Snitches end in ditches.
Take the L, big. For what? Take what L? There's no L. I don't call the cops. Sorry.
Nate Brooks says the percentage of men that call the police is 0.3. I don't know. It sounds like a poll question. Would you call the cops? No. Like I said, I called the cops because I was forced to due to a landlord, and I made a big mistake in doing it.
If I have a living hoe and she won't leave, I'll pick her up and take her outside. That's what I would do. I might get hit in the process, but
Craig wasn't big man in Denali. Ace in the South, we don't call the cops in Atlanta. No, I don't even call the cops.
Yeah, I guess if that's denial.
Yeah, I'm from Montreal, man. Montreal cops don't fuck around, man. You don't want to call them, and they don't want you calling them, right?
Right. And a lot of the time, they knock on the door and be like, come on, we know we have better things to do, right? And I'm like, yeah, I respect that.
Dude, my buddy in Vegas got hit and run, okay? He was injured. Yeah. Some fucking chick dealer at a casino fucking smashed into him in a parking lot of the casino at the Golden Nugget. Fucked up his Lexus. Fuck him up. He called the cops. This guy hates cops. He called the cops. He goes, listen, I just got fucking smacked by some chick. I got her license plate number. You know what they told him? What do you want us to do, buddy? They said, you want us to track her down because you got hit? They laughed at him, fuck, in Vegas. They said, we got a lot of shit going on here, man. They go, get a lawyer, call insurance company, fuck off. And they hung up on him. That's the cops in Vegas.
And I want to make this perfectly clear. The Philadelphia Police Department, the Baltimore Police Department, all them police departments, they get a bad rap because some of them do stupid shit that they shouldn't do. But overall, they're the real cops, not these pricks that sit on the side and ticket people.
No, that's the thing. You can't generalize. You know? That's it. Yeah. Look, I've oftentimes in like these when cops shoot people, I'm that guy. Fucking cops, it's out of control. This is why Black Lives Matter exists and all that stuff. Oh, big play.
Big play.
But at the same point in time, I have a lot of cops that are fans. And in fact, one of my partners in the Super Contest is a cop in Pittsburgh.
Right.
And he's not a racist jerk, and he's a nice guy, and he's just doing his job and shit. Right. And, and I got guys on Twitter. A lot of cops are fans of mine. Cops like metal and sports and gambling and shit. Right. So, there's a cop in Chicago. And once I was bitching about a cop thing, and the guy told me, he goes, bro, you should come ride with us in Chicago one night. And fucking, maybe you'll think differently about fucking this shit. And guy's got a point. So he always updates me. He's like, yeah, last night we got shot at. He goes, we scooped up 7 bodies. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm with you. I don't call cops. If I got a problem, I'll deal with it my own way. But it's like Jack Nicholson in the movie. Jack Nicholson in the movie. You can't handle the truth. Somebody's got to guard the fucking walls, man. And you and I, guys like you and I, we don't need cops. But some woman that's getting beat up by her drunk husband does. All right? So cops do a lot of good work for people, catching pedophiles and missing kids and shit. Sure. There's a lot of bad fucking asshole fucking cops. Most of them seem to be in the South or in fucking Missouri. But as a whole, I live in the city of Toronto. The cop shot a chick's brother. Fucking he was defenseless. He didn't have a gun. He was a drug dealer, but they shot him. There's exceptions. The cop shot a 16-year-old kid with a knife here in Toronto once. That wasn't really a threat. But for the most part, the cops aren't going around fucking beating the shit out of people for nothing in Toronto, and they get protested like they're the worst cops in the world. I'm like, well, you guys, You guys should wait. Like they protest the cops in Toronto all the time. I'm like, you guys should fucking wait till they actually do something before you bitch at them.
Sure.
But that's my thing. Like that's my whole deal. Guys like you and me and guys in the chat, we don't need cops. But some battered woman does, man, and they stand up. And that's pretty ballsy. These guys got to go into a fucking house and deal with some asshole fucking big dude that's got a gun beating the shit out of his wife. I read the New York newspapers, man. I was reading the shit the cops deal with in New York. You want to imagine being a cop in the fucking Bronx, man. I was reading last night. Some dude killed his grandmother, like fucking, every fucking day. People throwing each other off of balconies and shit. They got to scoop the bodies up, man. It ain't fun.
That's why I made that point. If you're a male, you don't need cops.
All right. So now we move on.
Big man on campus, why do you need a cop? You got a guy, East Coast Police. Yeah, good. Yeah, people were asking me about that. I do have a guy for everything. You have to have a guy, Gabe. You know about that. You got to have a guy that gets you tickets. You got to have a guy that, anything. Sure. I totally agree. It's all about having guys. That's all it's about. Someone's asking about Butler Bulldogs, the Butler Bulldogs this year. Yeah, I'm pretty high on them. Everyone's back for them this year. It's going to be kind of a big year for the Bulldogs. Woodson's back, Lewis is back, everyone back. They're going to have a great team this year. Everyone's a senior. I like Butler. I'm pretty high on this team. I haven't went over a lot of the Big East yet, but I like Butler.
26 days and counting.
Yeah,
I got some work to do.
Yeah, it's coming up here, a month or so.
What do you think of my Michigan Wolverines this year?
Haven't gotten to him. I love Mo Wagner. I think he's a kid that, he really matured quickly last year. I mean, he was kind of that, interesting, German kid. I don't know that he really fit in early on with that team, but they have always have good guard play, but never great guard play. Walton was great, but Zach Irvin never really matriculated. I mean, they've never really matriculated that high level 3 or 4 kind of player. Like Karis LeVert was good, but he never matriculated too much. And Glenn Rice, they all left early. Yeah. But I like Wagner. I think he's a kid that really could be like a Frank Kaminsky type of player in the Big Ten. I like Beeline too. He's one of my favorites. So, I'm looking forward to the Big Ten. Anything new with the college basketball scandal? No, the only thing new is Rick Pitino is mentioned in the indictment as Coach 2. So if you read the indictment, Coach 2 knowingly knew and was involved with a lot of that stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting, Gabe. And I think the team that's really going to have the most to lose here is Arizona. They have current players on the roster that have taken money. I think they're really going to – this is really going to get bad for some of these teams.
I can't wait for the start of college basketball and the NBA. All right, so in-game numbers right now, 30-18. All right, big man, you want to take a quick break before we come into the home stretch, or you want to ride it out here alone and give me a minute, or you want
to go? Yeah, why don't you go ahead, take a minute, and I'll hold it down here.
All right, good shit. As Seattle's looking to move in here again.
Down, moving into the ball, 6-yard line, Seattle Seahawks. Take a break, Gabe. We'll be back. I'll stick here. BMOC, what's your insight on Hawaii, Nevada? Nice picklet. Thank you, man. One thing I will say is Nevada is dreadful. They're a bad football team, and it's going to be bad for a long time. They're out in Nevada. Bad team, but I don't like Hawaii either. I'll look into it a little bit more. What other thing? Chances Patina comes to UNLV, 5%. So pretty much not at all. Watch out for Kamar Baldwin at Butler. Agreed. Good freshman last year. BMOC is Wendell Smallwood the guy now? No. He's a guy with – the problem with him is he can't block. That's the big knock on Wendell Smallwood. But, I think they're going to have just that three-headed monster. Clement, 15 carries or so. Blunt will take the most of the carries, and Smallwood will kind of be that guy that does both. Thank you, George. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was great. It was a great winner last night. They played very well. Touchdown Seahawks. They continue to blow this one open. If you have the Seahawks minus the 12.5, you're looking very pretty, sitting pretty, as they would say. Jacoby Brissett's excited, but you're down big now, buddy. Keep the questions rolling in if you have them. 38-18, it is a 20-point lead. Extra point will make it 21. So if you're sitting on these Seahawks, you now have a touchdown to play with here. Yeah, Colts are bad on defense. They are really poor. Again, if you're out there, welcome in. We appreciate it. This is the Betcast. And I do want to shout out all the great listeners. We've gotten a ton of listeners on this show. I mean, we're pushing some of these shows, 9, 10, 8,000 people. So appreciate all of you guys for checking in and saying hello. What are my thoughts on Gonzaga? Well, look, I mean, Few's going to have a tough time with it. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, you lose Shema Karnowski. You lost Sabonis 2 years ago. You lose Nigel Williams-Goss. You've just lost so much talent with these teams. But, that hasn't really bothered them. I mean, they lost Pangos a couple years ago, Gary Bell, and they came out and had some great years. But you're losing a guy like Karnowski and guys that are just so integral to your team, it hurts. But they bring back Silas Melson. They bring back Josh Perkins, John Williams, who they came over in a transfer. They're going to be good. They're not going to be what they were last year, surely. But they have a kid named Rui Hachimura. He's from Japan. I think he's going to be a really good player long term in the country. We'll see what happens. He's done a good job with getting some transfers in few, and it'll be a little bit of a reload. But they lose Zach Collins last year, but they bring back Killian Tilly, who might be a player just like Collins. So I think Gonzaga's going to be fine. They'll win that conference, as they always do. Yeah, I believe he's. I think his father's from America, but his mother's is from Japan. Big man, other than Duke, who's a contender? There's a lot of contenders. I mean, Michigan State's going to be fantastic. Kansas is going to be good. Kentucky, clearly. Arizona is going to take a big hit. I think out in the Pac-12, a team that I'm really, really keying in on is UCLA. I mean, they bring back everyone. Lonzo Ball clearly gone, and Golford's gone, but everyone else is back. And they bring up the young ball, LeAngelo, who I don't think is going to be very good, but I think he could surprise. And with all the things going on with USC, with Arizona, Oregon's reloading a little bit, I think UCLA has a really good shot this year. But it's all going to come down to Alford as a coach. Did Michigan State get a good recruit class? Yes. What's amazing about Michigan State? They should have got Brian Bowen. Brian Bowen was initially committed to Michigan State. He was going to go with Jaron Jackson from La Lumiere. They were in high school together. They were going to go and play together. Bowen's from Saginaw. He's been around the program his whole life. And that's where the whole Rick Pitino thing came in. So, yeah, they would have had a huge recruiting class. And they're bringing a lot back, too. Miles Bridges back and others. So, and they have a great coach as well. And that's what's such a shameful thing about what happened with Bowen, because I think with Bowen, they could have been a really, really good dark horse. But, it's going to be a fun year. I mean, there's a lot of teams that I think vying. UCLA will be a good one at 40-1, something like that. And that's what's sad about Arizona. I was really high on them this year, with the recruits they were bringing in, with the fact that they've never been to the Final Four under Sean Miller. I thought it'd be a really big season for them, but all these sanctions, I think, are going to hurt them. I like Michigan State's physical style, so they were rated high in terms of odds. Yeah, and look, they're coming off kind of a down year, so Izzo will get them back, and they'll be. I just wish Bowen would have stayed. I think if Bowen would have stayed, they would have been a top 4 program. I really believe that, but he's going to have to pay for his decisions. But yeah, it's it is what it is. Who do I like in the World Series? Cleveland, and I got to go Dodgers. I'll go square. I think Cleveland will pull it out this year. They got close last year, but I think they're going to win it this year. I heard Michigan State practices rebounding with football pads on. I don't know that I've ever heard that, but they're always very good at rebounding. What they should do, though, is find a way to practice free throw shooting, because that's always been a problem for them under Izzo. Yeah, Tom Izzo does it right. He's one of the good guys in the business. Anything can happen, but the baseball playoffs, usually the best team wins, unlike hockey. Good point. But I think, there's so many good teams this year. Everyone's really good, really high level. I don't think the Twins are worthy. They had a good year, but other than Herman Santana, Berrios struggled second half of the year. Houston's going to be nasty. Good point. Great, best lineup in the playoffs for sure. No one will argue that they don't have the best lineup. It's just, do they have enough? Is Verlander enough to put them over the top? I love Keuchel, but other than Keuchel, is Verlander enough? Will Lance McCullers be enough in a long series? I'm concerned about that. Seattle's really imposing their will here. This Verlander trade changes things fused to Peacock's pitching. Yep, right. EPL was fun betting, though, even though I lost. Liverpool had so many chances but couldn't score. Yeah, they did. They had a lot of chances. And I don't understand the lineup today. I don't know why you bring Daniel Sturridge off the bench. Daniel Sturridge hasn't played this year. I don't get why you sit Firmino. That front line with Firmino, Coutinho, Salah, it would have been great today. I don't understand why you did that. I don't at all understand Klopp's decision there. And they continue with this makeshift defense. It's just not good enough. The Seahawks are just crushing Jacoby Brissett right now. Crushing him.
Where we at with our props? 16 completions. Motherfucker was at 14 before. He better not get fucking hurt and not get to 17. He's completed 2 passes in the second half, big man. Brissett was at 14 completions at the half. He's at 16 now only.
Yeah, he's not being able to do much here at all. He's just
they might put Tolzien in if he's banged up. They can't afford to get Brissett hurt. I'm going to lose this prop probably when Tolzien's going to come in now.
Yeah, at this point, they're pretty much done.
Why would they get Brissett hurt? Yeah, and there's Tolzien getting up. Fuck me, man. That's the thing with props. Fuck. You're at 14 at the half. I need 4 fucking passes to be completed in the second half. Fuck. Can't even do it. But on the plus side, we've got the Colts in the Seahawks in the second half, and that over hit already. And the teaser's looking good, and the Seahawks parlay.
The only thing I'm going to lose here is that small play on the
plus 416. You took a shot.
Yeah, but I took the Seahawks minus 12.5. I took the over, and I took the second half over. So we're pretty much looking real good here.
No, I heard you talking. I was just getting a drink. I heard you talking about baseball, and I guess somebody in the chat said the team with a better record usually wins. That's not true in baseball, actually. Over the last 15 years, the team with the best record only won 5 times. Having the best record doesn't add up. It won for the Cubs last year, but historically, having the best record doesn't mean shit when you get to the baseball playoffs.
And I think
doesn't
this
mean
year
anything. It's a reset. Doesn't mean shit.
This is a real – for baseball this year, you have the Astros, you have the Nationals, you have the Dodgers, the Indians, and then you have teams like the Diamondbacks and the Cubs. there are a lot – Yankees. There are a lot of good teams.
Dude, this is the best baseball playoffs ever.
I agree.
I honestly, and I'm a big baseball. Look, I used to be the host of the Expos postgame show. I live baseball. I love the fucking game. And honestly, I can't think of a fucking playoff pool as deep as this one, in which any one of these teams, so many of these teams are having franchise best epic fucking years. You know what I mean? The Houston Astros are a great team. It would be favorites, if the fucking Indians weren't so good. And then you got the Dodgers who would be runaway. You know what I mean? Everyone's good. You got the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Nationals, the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Astros, the Indians, the fucking Twins. The D-backs are a dangerous fucking team to play in a series.
But here's the thing, and I'll give you a couple. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think you make this is the best baseball playoffs for sure. I think the 2 teams that I'm not – 3 teams. The Twins are going to go out. They'll lose on Tuesday. The 2 teams that I'm not on, Arizona has trouble on the road. They're very good at home, but they're skitsy on the road. And I don't trust them over, other than Greinke, he's Ray had on the road's good, but at home he struggled. It's just weird. And the Cubs, I don't think are good enough offensively. The Cubs they're not a good offensive team.
It's more the pitching I wonder about the Cubs. Who's their guys?
Right, that too. Sure.
Who can you trust?
Sure. Your only good pitchers are
I don't shaky. Lester's got a tired arm. Lester's got a lot of innings on that arm over the years. A lot of playoff appearances, dude.
And Gabe, that's
seasons,
why
Boston, Chicago going deep in games. They don't really have enough in a 7-game series. The Cubs pitching is shaky. They better score a lot of runs.
And that's the thing. It's absolutely ridiculous to think that they would have repeated this year. I mean, Kyle Hendricks wasn't having the year he had last year. Arrieta, none of them were. I mean, everyone pitched well. Everything went perfect for them last year. The only thing that didn't work was Jason Hayward. Other than that, they were absolutely perfect. Their bullpen was great. Just everything worked. It was a special year. But they have a lot of flaws. The top 4 teams, I don't think have many flaws. The only flaw I could say would be Washington, his bullpen's not great. I think that at some point.
Scherzer pulled a hamstring or something.
Right. And with him out, then what?
They're cursed. Like they just every fucking year. All right, quickly we'll rattle off some baseball futures here. Dodgers. Before the year started, I picked the Dodgers to win the World Series, and I said I said they beat the Boston Red Sox. I don't think the Red Sox are going to make it to the World Series. I got the Dodgers playing the Indians right now. Except it wouldn't shock me if the Sox, fucking Astros, or any of these fuckers made it. I don't think the Yankees or the Twins are going to make it, but to me, it comes down to the Indians or the Astros, in my opinion, in America.
The Yankees don't have enough starting pitching. I mean, they have no ace, but other than Severino, I guess.
You got Severino, yeah.
But he's.
They could win a series. They could win a series, though. It's not like they don't have a chance. You know what I mean? They could.
The
problem is they're such a power-based team, and as you know, in the postseason, power numbers go way down. Weather is fucking cold.
Right.
Everything's different, right? Like balls that are being launched anymore, suddenly their hands hurt when they hit pop flies. It's totally different in the postseason. It's very hard to mash your way to a World Series.
You're totally right.
I can't recall, like the last, off the top of my head, when's the last team to just club their way to a World Series championship? Like your fucking Phillies. You know what I mean? The Phillies.
Yeah, they just hit a ton of home runs. Sure. I mean, Joe Blank.
Ryan Howard and all, you guys were smashing the ball. You know what I mean? But, it wasn't really a pitch. Like, who was the ace on that team when the Phillies won? Like, that was
about it. But their number 2 was Brett Myers.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Exactly. Like, I think of that team, I think of offense. But you just look at Texas. Texas made it to the World Series, couldn't win, even though they're an offensive team. Small ball generally wins in a postseason.
You're totally right. And someone said about they think Greinke will get jumped on. Greinke's got, against his current lineup for Colorado, he's got a opponent 229 batting average. So, look, in Arizona, I don't think they will, but you might be right. Greinke has that possibility always, but he's been very good all year.
Dodgers, to me, the Dodgers have been here before, and obviously they've disappointed before. Turnover. Oh, no, they got it back. The Dodgers have been here before, and they've disappointed before, but I'm a big Dave Roberts fan, and I don't want to bring up bad memories for you as a Bronx Bomber fan, but, of course, that epic comeback never happens if it isn't for the stolen base. The guy, to me, just part of the biggest comeback in sports history or one of the best in sports history. He doesn't get that stolen base. The guy's been there. That pressure, knowing, if I don't get this, we're done. One of those deals. He's paid his dues. The players love him. Don Mattingly's not a bad manager, but Don Mattingly doesn't get along with Hispanic players very well.
He
just doesn't.
I think
bad. Yeah, he's he is what he is. He's not great, but as soon as Mattingly left, the Dodgers go up. Fuck.
Yeah, they initially get way better, right? No, you're right. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah, the Dodgers are interesting because they go out and get Yu Darvish, and Yu Darvish has not been good in that time with the Dodgers. So, Kershaw speaks for himself. Alex Wood has had a great season, but then can Darvish step up in the playoffs? That's why you got
Darvish gives up a lot of long balls. I know. It's funny.
That's
too,
the point.
Dodgers could have gotten Verlander, and they didn't want him. they're like, we prefer Darvish. And, Verlander's owed like $28 million next year. So that's why very few teams stepped up. Because, Verlander's been pitching great for the last 2.5 months, his last 14, 15 starts. The guy's been in a fucking zone, even before he got to Houston. But the fact is, he's owed nearly $30 million next year. And a lot of teams shied away from that. And even the Dodgers, who could afford it, figured, fuck, we'd rather have Darvish long-term than Verlander, so let's go for Darvish. And, hindsight's 2020. Would have been better to get Verlander in there probably. But it is what it is. And Houston surprised everyone by stepping up. But the odds right now, Dodgers are the favorite at plus 325. Cleveland Indians are the second choice at plus 340. The Houston Astros, plus 500. The Washington Nationals are plus 700. And without Max Scherzer, they're fucked. The Chicago Cubs, to me, are a dangerous team, but they don't have the pitching to go far enough. Boston, they're plus 750. The Red Sox are plus 750. New York Yankees, plus 1250. Arizona Diamondbacks, plus 1,400. Twins, 25 to 1. Rockies, 25 to 1. If I'm looking at the best value play on the board here, big man, it's the Arizona Diamondbacks. I think they beat Colorado. And then after they win that game, their number will come down to like 10 to 1 or something like that. Anytime you take the wild card team before they play the wild card game, you're getting better value with the team. But Arizona match up well with the Dodgers. It's a huge-ass fucking rivalry, man. They don't like each other. Arizona can beat them. I hate to say it because I love the Dodgers. I'm a Dodger fan. But, I don't want to play Arizona. Arizona could beat anybody, fuck. I'm telling you. You talk about them not being great on the road. Well, you only have to win a couple of times on the road. Arizona's a dangerous team, big man. I think that's the good long shot if people are swinging for the fences, Arizona. But I don't think, I'm a Dodger fan. I think they get it. But Arizona at 14 to 1, I think is a good bet.
And that's what's been so impressive about Arizona this year. Their pitching staff has gotten way better. I mean, overall, everything about them, like their bullpen was one of the worst in baseball last year. And they've really turned it up. They've done a great job. I'm not Torey Lovello, he's a young coach, but he's done a good job there for the most part. His lineup card's a little irritating sometimes. It feels like he never puts that full team out there. But I think I look at them as like Houston of the NL. I think they have one of the best overall lineups. If you give me overall lineup, there are not many that are picking over Arizona. I wonder, will Cleveland get back to that? They've been so hot for so long, but they had a horrible problem with runners in scoring position early in the year. It kind of towards the All-Star.
It's over now. And the thing with Cleveland, as you know, now Eddie Lacy gets some playing time. Carson's fucked. He's out. A chance for the McKissick kid to step into the rotation a little bit here, too. Now Eddie Lacy getting a little bit of love and a little bit of a look.
I agree with you, though. I think the Diamondbacks, that's – what did you say, 10 to 1?
14 to 1.
14 to 1. Yeah, I
said they can beat the Dodgers, and if they beat the Dodgers, they can beat anybody after. It's not like, they can beat the Dodgers, but they're going to hit the wall against the Cubs or the Nationals after. They're a dangerous fucking team. They really are.
I guess the big question mark is
I watch a lot of National League West baseball. They're a dangerous team, this team.
Who is their – they have two solid pitchers, Robbie Ray and Greinke, but who's their third guy? I don't pitching rotation is not great, but I don't.
I guess it depends on the situation. I guess it depends on the situation, but
their lineup is nasty. Pollock, Peralta, Martinez, Goldschmidt, Lamb. That's a good lineup, man.
They match really up. They match up with anybody. They match up well with anybody. They're a great home team as well. You mentioned they're not great. They're not great on the road, but they are a great home team. As far as, Robbie Ray, Robbie Ray, I was going to say Godley, Godley in the playoffs would worry me a little bit. Corbin's hit or miss.
Corbin's brutal. I don't want him anywhere near the playoffs.
I know, but they got to start someplace.
Yeah. I would look maybe
they're more dangerous in a 5-game series. We'll say that than a 7.
Taijuan Walker, maybe. I don't know. But I have the Indians. I bet them at the beginning of the year. So
all right, so here it is. Yeah, Corbin's been optioned to the bullpen.
There you go
for the postseason.
I think that's a good move. I don't want him anywhere near.
Their rotation is going to be. It's not locked in, but it's looking like Zach Greinke, Walker, Robbie Ray with. That's the 3 that they sort of have on the table right now.
Yeah, I think
Greinke, Walker, and then Ray.
As far as potential, he's the third star.
You know what the problem is with these guys, though, and it's a problem with the wild card, but hey, tough shit. You're the wild card team. They got to pitch Greinke in the wild card game, which puts them in a tough spot starting the series a couple of days later.
Yeah, I don't really – as far as the comment about Fernando Rodney, I think he's been stupendous in the second half of the season.
I don't trust him, but yeah, he's been good.
he's been great. I mean, he's had a dust up occasionally, but I'll tell you a guy I don't trust is Cody Allen, the Indians closer. I feel like every time I bet on that fucker, he makes it difficult.
I swear, dude, the Indians only lost 60 games this year, whatever the fuck it was. I must have been on 48 of them. They fuck me every time I bet on them, dude. Every time I bet on the Indians.
As far as who's I'm rooting for, I want the Yankees to win. I'm a Yankee fan, but I'll feel good if they lose because I have the Indians. So
I like to see old school. I grew up an Expo and a Dodger fan, but I remember when I was a kid, the Reggie Jackson, man, Dodgers played the Yankees back to back. To me, is almost the heyday of baseball. Of course, Reggie Jackson, 3 home runs on 3 pitches. Dodgers lost back-to-back World Series to what a catch.
Touchdown.
McKissick.
That kid is killing it. He's killing it. Let me run to my fantasy and pick him up. Fuck. That's killing it. Oh, man. Listen, I told everyone tonight I thought this was going to be a get-right game for Seattle. I thought it would be. I was waiting. This is a great opponent to face here.
So Seattle goes over the number on their own.
Amazing. How about that?
Dude, we talked about it. Me and Donnie talked about it today. I know you and Donnie, we did. Dude, they came alive in the second half last week against Tennessee, this offense.
Yeah, if you have 12.5, kiss it goodbye for the Colts. Night-night. Night-night.
46-18. So, yeah, they're up 28 points. Sorry, they're up yeah.
Night-night. Matter of fact, I'm looking up Yankee playoff tickets right now. I'm going to be in the fucking stadium. You want to come, Gabe?
Yeah, I was thinking actually if the Dodgers end up on the East Coast, I'd like to go.
You know, one thing, Gabe, I was thinking about, I was going to ask you. I hate Penn State. I hate them.
So do I.
Can't stand them. I want to go to the Michigan-Penn State game. It's in Penn State in a couple weeks. I was looking at tickets. Tickets are – you wouldn't believe the prices. I couldn't believe it.
How much?
Like $400.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they love that shit.
That's wild.
There's no way in fucking hell, man. You could, unless fucking I'm sleeping with fucking Jennifer Lawrence or something. There's no way in hell I'm going up there to that fucking place. Like fucking pedophile. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that place. They fuck them in your Happy Valley. Fuck you, Happy Valley. I ain't going near you.
I know. Dude, where I live now, it's all I fucking hear about. And they're the worst kind of fans because they're so indebted in the team. It's like it's their life. Like we've talked about that before. Like I like passion. There's a difference between passion and like freaky obsession. Like where you like, well, Newman, cut it out, Newman. Stop with that. You've done that a couple times there. I don't know what you're doing there, but what is he talking about?
I don't know. I tried to boot him. I deleted it.
But like $400 to go to Happy Valley. I mean, for a fucking college game. I go to Eagles. I could sit 50-yard line. Eagles for cheaper than that.
Hey, I mean, suddenly that Bills game I'm going to is getting a little bit more interesting. Yeah, 3-1 right now. I was worried what the Bills' record was going to be going into that Jet game. But, yeah, we told you guys. And I'm going to respond to your email, Gary. I'm sorry. A guy that tunes in here in the chat sometimes, Gary, said he loves the show. Tunes in every night. Just started watching me type shit. So, I don't know. I think he might live in New York type shit. He's like, yeah, I'm down if you're going to that Jet game. So, we'll let you guys know. Yeah, we're going to go to the Jets-Bills game. Thursday night, November the 2nd. Thursday night, November the 2nd. Buffalo Bills at New York Jets.
Donnie and I are working on November 8th, going out to we're picking just some random MAC game and going to it during the middle of the week. For SBR.
That's nice. It's funny. I wish I wasn't locked down, man. I know. I saw an ad for TV the other day, and Buffalo is fucking 2 hours from me type shit. I saw it on TV. Western Michigan are playing in Buffalo next week. I was like, man, if I wasn't a prisoner locked in this place, it'd be a fun way to spend a night, Sure. It's their homecoming game better than Ezra's playing. I don't like better than Ezra, but, it's a big party at a Buffalo Bull game. Fuck, I'd bet on the game, have a good time.
Shout out to Western Michigan. Big win over the weekend against Ball State, 55-3. Big win. Gabe, I want to ask you something.
I just want to see how much the Jets are, Jets tickets. All right, go ahead. What do you got?
Tell me this wouldn't be magic, Gabe. You and I on a radio show every day. Magic. It'd be magic. You and me. The new Mike. The new Mike friends.
We got to get you on as a guest on Red Heat and Rage Radio. I know you're a big fan of Cam Stewart. We got to get you on here.
I like him. Yeah, that's my man. I like Cam. He's funny.
Here's great. This is great. All right, you can go to Penn State for 400 or Buffalo Bills at New York Jets Thursday night, November 2nd, MetLife Stadium. How much do you think tickets are going for?
At MetLife for Jets what? Bills?
Jets Bills Thursday night, November the 2nd.
Shit. Man. Stop calling people that word. I don't care who's doing it. Stop calling people that word. That's not nice. No need to call people.
Stop with the we told you, Tom Marino.
Listen, I don't know. $75.
$23.
Wow. Really?
$23. That's the cheapest ticket for the Jets Bills game right now.
Thank you.
So yeah, if anyone wants to come, if anybody wants to come, that's very affordable,
23.
Isn't it?
23 at MetLife. Fuck. That's cheap.
Oh, we're not going to get to the 17.5. That's unbelievable.
Oh shit, the game's almost over. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that it was.
Time flew by. We fucking plowed through this one.
This was actually kind of fun. We had a lot of great conversation. A lot of good conversation.
Yeah, we debated a lot of interesting things tonight.
Should you call the cops, London?
Yeah, London cops. We had some other stuff. My Michael Bennett joke went over real well.
By the way, right. And by the way, to Zach Jones, get us over to England so we can live do some.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. We need to go to England and do the sample.
And we can go to a couple different soccer games. That'll be fun.
Don't forget, there's Mexico City. I was all fired up. I was like, I'll go to Mexico City, but now, man, they don't like Americans and Canadians very much in Mexico right now. I don't know if it's the best time to go to Mexico City. I think if I go to Mexico City, I'm going to end up getting fucking taken hostage.
Sure. Yeah, cartel might not like you down there.
Exactly.
No, make sure you bring money. If you get arrested, you pay them off.
Yeah. No, great show here. So tomorrow night we got the Redskins. I'll be on during the game tomorrow night. Late night anger management class / sports rage. I'll be on at 10, so we'll be on at halftime. Dave Malinsky will step up and join us right at the half. But who do you like tomorrow night in this game before we wrap this stuff up tonight, big man?
I believe I picked I took the Chiefs. I think last week was a little bit of a mirage for Washington. I don't know that they're that good a football team. I think that was more or less Gabe Washington just, Oakland just not playing well. Yeah, I would lean Kansas City at home here. I think they win by double digits. I'm not interested in the Redskins on the road.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs to pull away too. I don't know if they smash and kill them, but I think they do enough. Maybe it's close and then they pull away. I'm not a big fan. You guys notice I don't lay a lot of 7-point favorites actually, but I do think the Kansas City Chiefs do get it done tomorrow night and win a football game, probably by about 10 points or so. As we mentioned, guys, nice Thursday nighter, man. New England Patriots, 4.5-point favorites on the road at Tampa Bay, total 54. That's the big game of the week. The Buffalo Bills and this red-hot Buffalo Bills getting 3 points at Cincinnati. I tell you what, I think the Bills are going to beat them. I really do. I think the Bills will cover again. Something's got to give. Who's going to win 3 games in a row?
I feel like
Cincinnati or Buffalo?
If the Bills played anyone, you'd pick them, wouldn't you?
No, I've been scared to pick them. Listen, I've been on the Bengals the last 2 weeks. I think Buffalo's a better team than Cincinnati, but it's a tough game.
Hey, shout out to Senator Bernie Sanders in the chat box right now. Welcome in, Bernie.
Nice.
He must be a fan of yours.
He's a fan of yours.
I would have voted for you. I'll vote for you in a couple years here in 2020. I'm excited. Feel the burn, Bernie. Feel the burn.
Bernie's getting up there. I don't know if fucking 2020 is feasible.
Bernie, I appreciate you. You did good things for us, and you're going to do good things. Long live Bernie.
Big man on campus. Great show tonight.
Yeah, Shaw's the Sunset's on. I usually watch this always after the Sunday Night Football here with you, so I'm going to go watch this.
What do you watch?
Shaws of Sunset.
Okay. And no Chris Blanchard, no injury news on Carr. The Raiders are being quiet about it. They're just saying back injury. I got nothing updated.
Bernie.
So what's the show about you're watching?
Oh, it's a girl show. Shaws of Sunset. It's a reality.
Fucking yeah, I know that show. It's about the Persian chick, spoiled chicks on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah. One of my favorite women on earth is on the show.
Yeah, Persian chicks are hot.
They're very hot.
I got no issue.
So I sit here and watch Shaws of Sunset. One of my
normally now I would get ready for the TV show tomorrow. Just write the script since I'm in a thing, but. I've been on the last 48 hours. I've probably been on about fucking 35 of them. And I don't know, I might play a little guitar actually and piss my neighbors off and plug the Marshall in, but we'll see. Or I should probably just go to bed because my body isn't in the best of shape.
Yeah, time for bed. You look a little tired.
I look burnt, don't I? I know my fucking. I gotta get a fucking facelift. That's what I need. I gotta get that. I gotta get the facelift. I gotta get the Wayne Newton shit. Now I know why Wayne Newton did it. He's so tired. He played Vegas 7 nights a week forever. But all right, so Big Man will be on tomorrow. Donnie Rightside at 12:30.
Yep, plenty to do tomorrow. Soccer, we got right side, sure.
I'll be on at 2 o'clock on the Fantasy Sports Television Network and the Fantasy Sports Radio Network. You can watch that online as well, fantasysportsnetwork.com. And we'll be here tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern time, right at halftime pretty much. Should be a lot of points tomorrow too, so the game will be at the half because it won't be that fast. And Dave Malinsky joins us, and we go through a rundown, and it's always a great show. Dave's the most cerebral guest we have on the program all week. So that'll be a good shit on Monday. But we appreciate everybody tuning in here this evening on the Betcast. Another profitable day here on SPR Picks. Support the programs. Go over to the website. Click on the sports books. That's all you motherfucking have to do. Bet at the sports books. Give SPR credit for it, and you keep on getting this great free programming. Great stuff, big man.
Yeah, always fun. We'll be back next week. We got Chiefs Texans. That'll be fun. Sunday night Betcast. I look forward to that. Gabe, have a good week. I'll see you towards the end of the week.
May the winners be yours. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.
Cool.